Man. You know, every game, actually, the Tampa Bay game was pulling teeth. You know what's really funny about the 49ers this year, though? They come out slow, and they always end fast. Every game. Well, except for the Bengals game. They just beat them up from beginning to end. But the Steelers game, start out messing up, fumbling, turnovers. You know, and that was actually the defining game. The 49ers gave up 5 turnovers, and they still won. I don't care how good or bad the Steelers are. 5 turnovers in any team in the NFL, and you still win. And then, of course, the game against the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what they were supposed to. I thought they were supposed to be better than that. Again, another thorough beating. Now, here's the thing. Now, people are going after Jimmy G because they're not aware of the fact that Jimmy G is still, for all intents and purposes, is 14-2. Jimmy G's 14-2, and still people still, he ain't worth the money. And he, I'm sorry, but when you are 6-0, 14-2 in your record, they ain't paying you enough. Here's the thing. Now, I keep thinking every week is going to be a better test. Washington was not supposed to be as good a test as it was. So I figured the Carolina Panthers are doing pretty well. So most likely, that is going to be the first real test. Because Rams was not a test. Although the Rams beat the Falcons up. They beat them up. Think about that for a minute. We just beat them up, and they beat the Falcons up? I thought they were dead meat. I thought they were done for the year. So this goes to show you, if the 49ers beat the Panthers next week, and I know everybody thinks that even some of us think that the Hawks can beat the 49ers. I'm sorry, but they can't. You know why I know that? Let's say if you think that, and some people I've seen here said, they think the Hawks offense is better. I beg to differ on that, too. The Hawks offense is a very opportunistic offense. Okay, if an opportunistic offense comes into a game with a team that can really play solid D, that opportunistic offense is going to get melted down and quick. And the Hawks defense cannot stop. They're not going to shut out the 49ers. I have a feeling, okay, Carolina Panthers, Cardinals, Hawks. Fam. 9-0? That's a real possibility. I couldn't see this coming a mile away. I got a feeling it's been getting the Panthers is going to be the toughest the opponent we've seen this year, though. So we'll see. Anyway, hey, fam, what are your assessments of the 49ers in this game, and did they progress from last week? Also, Jimmy Garoppolo is being held completely responsible for every mistake the offense makes, whether it's his fault or not. Did this dilemma look to have improved in his favor this week, or stay the same, or get worse? Who gets the Niners game ball on both offense and defense this week? Let me run down my answers real quick on each question. My assessment of the 49ers game, and did they progress from last week? Hell yes, they did. Fam, 2-3 years ago, even last year maybe, even as late as we would not have won this game. We would have got crushed. They stood in there. They dealt with what they had to deal with, the slipping, the mud, the one endless bizarre thing after another, and they still came out a winner. I know it's the Redskins, but the Redskins came to play, and that defense was rock solid. The 49ers finally took 4 quarters to get them, but they got them. I'm giving them a raise up from where they were last week. Jimmy Garoppolo is being held completely responsible for every mistake the offense makes, whether it's his fault or not. Did this dilemma look to have improved in his favor this week, or stay the same? It didn't get worse. I'd say it stayed the same. Jimmy, but I wish, you know what? I got a hold on this question this week. Why? Because the weather was what it was. Had it not been raining, I could get a better idea. He overthrew or underthrew that shot. I'm not really sure that when it got picked off. There were some other times when he could have made a better judgment call. He got lucky on a couple of passes that he threw into a window that was way too tight, and there may have been a better option elsewhere. But he took you know what? Even though he does the things he does, I don't want him to change. That gunslinger mentality, and remember, all he is a well-seasoned rookie. That's all Jimmy Garoppolo is. He's got still a lot of experiences to learn as a first-string starting quarterback. He's got a lot to learn. He's got to go through a lot of passages before he becomes. But look at the raw talent. That kid's upside is sky high. Another year from now, you won't recognize him. So that's what I'm saying. The jury's out on that one. All right, who gets the Niners game ball on both offense and defense this week? I've been telling you all game long. I've given that defense. It goes to Julian Taylor, was just straight up awesome in this game. And Kendrick Bourne gets it on offense for making 2 diabolical clutch catches at exactly the right time. Want to hear from you, fam. All right. Chad Garrison says, hey, good W today, fam. I'll tell you what, though, Green Bay is going to be tough. Yeah, they are. But we'll be ready for them because by the time we play Green Bay, I feel the offense will have stepped up to the next level. Kyle's not going to put up with mediocre offense too much longer. He'll get them straight. I really think so. So Green Bay is going to be the tough. We really need to step it up then. But happy with today. Going to just take it a game at a time. Niners. Yeah, good assessment, Chad. YMSA says, can someone tell me why we like to dominate good teams and almost lose trash ones? That is the gospel truth. Tampa Bay, no, we started off a little weird with them. We didn't fool around with the Bengals though. We just beat them up right away. But great question. Dimitri Trainer, and still undefeated, 6-0. Go says game all on D. Jimmy Ward on making key tackles. In the last man of the line to beat. 1 counted 2 possible TDs if Ward missed his tackle. That's true. J-Dub, boy, I tell you what, I'm gonna take 2 or 3 victory laps every time he does something. I kept telling you, you kept trying to train him, trying to get rid of him, trying to tell me about he can't play. I told you he could play. It's just about keeping him up. Now, our biggest fear is don't let him get hurt. Please, God, don't let him get hurt. We need him. He's like an X factor now. Right? Gold Money says that game gave me a hard condition. Oh, well, a win is a win. Agreed. Captain Shadow, we'll do better against the Panthers if it's better weather. And it will be. We're playing at home. But don't worry about the now because we are 6-0 and ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. Mud 911, KB game ball, Bosa game ball. Bosa was out there putting pressures on all day. The reason why I gave it to Julian myself, and I got no problem with giving it to Bosa, is because Taylor was making them crazy. All of a sudden, perfect timed plays. Remember when all that humanity was there and it looked like they had time to throw? And Taylor just comes out with the red amongst the brown and makes the plays. Oh, look at Taylor, man. He squeezed through there and still grabbed him, man. Adrian, sit your butt down. You ain't getting no first down here. Ryan Watkins, thanks, fam. 6-0 is right. Jamar Walter, take a sip. Dilly. NCL said, Henderson said this game was like driving a 708 horsepower Porsche in the rain. Let's see the average driver pull that off. Amen. You don't play your best football in that kind of weather condition. And anybody making judgment calls today is just straight up hating. They did the best they could in the weather they had. Ain't no truth to it. Hey. Oh, Kenny. I ain't got no sound here. What's that?
Ronbo!
Kenny.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait a minute, Kenny. Oh, there.
Can you hear me?
I can now. I needed to plug in. It was my fault. Kenny!
That's Ronbo. 6-0, baby.
Yes, I'm telling you right now. Okay, 6-0. I don't care what it was. It's still 6-0. It's a game I want to get over and forget. I'm not going to rewatch this game, but we're still 6-0. Kenny, give me some assessments, man.
Man, I can't. I'm not even going to take anything out of this game because that weather was just crazy, man. You can't really evaluate anything good or anything bad because of the weather. Man, it was terrible. And I mean, there are people complaining too, and my wife noticed it also that the referees, they were trying to wipe the ball off with wet towels. I mean, come on, man.
I was wondering if anybody else noticed that but me. I said, how you going to wipe the ball off with a wet towel? You're just moving the water around. What are you doing?
Yeah,
they didn't have any more towels out there?
Oh. Those leather balls soak up that water, so I was like, they're just making that ball heavy.
Right. That's animal skin. It's soaking that water up. Those are they're throwing just long sponges. God.
But man, that was a good game. I mean, it was a hard fought win. Both teams, man, were affected by that weather, but we scraped away with a win. One thing I am worried about, though, and I'm sure other people are worried about it too, is Robbie Gould, man. 7 missed. I mean, he missed field goals in this game, but he's also missed them in fair weather. You know what I mean? So
that's what I said right after he missed that first. I said, people said, well, maybe it's the weather. I know, but he was missing the dry weather too.
That's going to be a factor, man. If we go into the playoffs and the game comes down to a field goal and he misses that thing, man, oh my God,
people
I'm going to go nuts.
Hey, but you're not kidding. Our regular long snapper is going to be back, but that'll be his 4th long snapper of the year, which is not a good thing. Regular long snapper comes back. I figure Mitch and Robbie will probably be on the right page by then.
So. Well, you know what? If I was Kyle Shanahan, I would send Robbie Gould, Wisnowski, and the long snapper out for a full week's practice together. Just those 3, go out and practice all week long and get your shit together because
and give me an hour to 2 hours, guys. Don't stop until you feel like you're getting there. Exactly.
Yeah. Let them practice on their own. They need practice together, obviously.
Badly.
But you know what? One thing I noticed, Ronbo, the most thing that I noticed is that shout out to the Niner Empire, man. You know what? Every game has felt like a home game. You know why? Because our fans travel well and we all got gas money, baby. And you know what? On that, when our defense was out there, you heard the crowd chanting defense, and that shows you how many fans were there that supporting our team, man. And that is awesome, man.
No matter where they are. Love that.
No matter where we're at, baby, our fucking fans show up. And that's awesome to see, man. And I'm sure our players love it too. And I'm sure it pumps them up. Yep. I'm sure it pumps them up, man. Seeing all our fans just travel with the team. And man, I can't wait. 6-0, baby. My game ball goes to, like you said, Julian Taylor for getting that fumble recovery.
Wow.
Both played well
tackles.
too. One thing I noticed though, you could tell DJ Jones wasn't there, man, because they was running that ball on us big time. So that tells you how much of an impact DJ Jones is on that line. And
but you know they did that last week too in the first series. I don't know. Are the 49ers going to do this every week? Because remember last week the Rams ran it right down our throat first series, and then the 49ers shut them down after that. Remember that?
They stopped them though. They stopped them after the first series they had though. This game it was all game, man. And you could see the impact DJ Jones puts on this defense. And the offensive ball goes to the only one who scored, Robbie Gould. You know,
you give it to Robbie. Okay.
I mean,
it's true. He did do all the scoring, and that's what we got him for. God, that was scary.
There were some bad balls thrown. There were some bad catches once again, and I'm gonna make a plea to get CeeDee Lamb from the Oklahoma Sooners, wide receiver in the first round this next draft, man. We need a number 1 wide receiver bad.
Can you imagine? You know what? We'll be low enough in the draft that you can actually take a wide receiver in the first round. But they need offensive linemen too. Maybe, God.
They do, but we are doing all right, man. We're doing all right on that offensive line. We're doing good enough to get by. but a number one wide receiver would be so much help, man. So much help.
Kenny, the problem is it's so hard to draft a number one. He could look like a number one, but then when he gets to the pros, he becomes something else. You know what? Let's see what happens. Maybe there's somebody who looks so good this year that you got to go for it. I hope so.
Yeah, I agree, man. They look different when they get in the NFL.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ronbo, I'm gonna get off here. Let you get back to your
Okay.
callers. 6-0, baby. San Francisco, 13-3, because we got Jimmy G. 13-3, because we got Jimmy G. Let's go, Niners! Woo!
I got a feeling he's right this year. All right, Kenny. See you tomorrow, fam, on SmackDown. Oh, God. Hey, Dre, come on in, fam.
What's going on?
Dre, you know,
Ronbo,
man.
what's going on, my brother?
Hey, and Dre, I loved it when you came in and posted it. Every time Jimmy G makes a mistake, it's never anything to do with anything but him. I always think, why spotlight him? You see what's
Look,
going on out
Ronbo,
there. Man,
you know, I played, so I'm originally from Inglewood, California. A lot of people know that. I moved to Portland, Oregon when I was 11 years old. You know, and I played, you know, 2 or 3 years of Pop Warner football out here. What I can say is back in the day, we had them Wilson gloves. When the ball gets wet, you just take off them gloves. It was torrential rain out there. Torrential. You know, you can't expect any quarterback in the NFL to be able to throw the ball with accuracy and with zip on it. And it's going to take you to go into halftime. Yeah, and it's going to take you to go into halftime and refresh, you know, make some new plans on how to distribute the ball. And you've seen that in the second half. You know, Jimmy G only passed for 9 yards in the first half. He came out and he passed for 140-something yards. He was 8 for 12 in the second half. And he managed the game pretty well. And in the first half, he was damn near the only offense we had. I mean, he ran for 2 first downs. So it's just like, yeah. A lot of people who talk, bro, like y'all probably fat and out of shape, and y'all never played a day of sports in your life. So like, you know, it's easy for y'all to sit on your couch and have Twitter fingers, but you have no athletic ability or know what it's like to actually be out there and playing when it's downpouring. That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he was supposed to do. I don't give a damn what nobody says, bro. Jimmy is a talented quarterback, and you have to look at what he was working with. Also, Marquise had a concussion protocol, so it wasn't any structural damage or any type of break or strain or anything like that. So we couldn't take off the top of the defense anymore with Marquise's speed, and Jimmy still found some way, you know, to move the ball. You know what I mean? So I'm not disappointed with his performance, man. It just shows that, you know, he has a mental toughness, and that when the going gets tough, bro, he's going to make some plays
Stay
and drive
tough.
the ball down the
Yes,
field.
he does. You can see that character. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my game ball on defense, it might surprise you guys, but my game ball is gonna. Well, I have 2. I have Nick Bosa, you know, 7 tackles combined, 5 solos. This man had 4 tackles for loss in the sack. 4 tackles for loss. That's huge.
Hey,
my
Nick,
second defensive.
did he have 4 for loss? He was really playing,
Yeah,
wasn't he? He is
Nick
the
had
D.
4 tackles for loss. Yes, he had 4 tackles for loss.
And finally got a
Also, my
sack.
second game ball. Yeah, and my second game ball is gonna go to K'Wan Williams. K'Wan Williams had 3 open field tackles where if he didn't make those tackles, it was to the house, damn near. And he showed physicality. Yeah, he also had 2 PBUs, man. K'Wan Williams is one of the best slot cornerbacks of this league. He's one of the best nickels in this league, bro. And my offensive game ball, it goes to Kendrick Bourne.
Amen.
I mean, and there's a thing you got to realize. Kendrick Bourne is born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and he played college ball at Eastern Washington. What does it do a lot of in Eastern Washington?
Raining all the
Oregon?
time.
It rains and snows, bro. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, y'all can hate on him. If you dislike him as a player or a person, that's cool, but you have to respect his talent, bro. Like, when it's clutch time, that man goes and gets it. And if the field wasn't soaking wet, like, I'm mad at the NFL because they did not do any type of bringing a drudge out to the field and sweeping the field to push the water or none of that. That was a total bad show for the NFL. But if that field was dry, Richie, he would have scored. George, I think he would have ran that guy over and scored.
He
Also,
wouldn't have
Kendrick,
slipped.
he wouldn't.
He would not have slipped.
Yeah, and Kendrick, he wouldn't have
Slipped either.
He slipped. Yeah, bro. So I mean, like, these are things that happens on the field that you can't control. You can't control the weather, but when you fight through it and win, it does nothing but build character.
Something I'm talking about.
I was so happy. I was so happy that we had a game like this, Ronbo, because it builds character. It shows the NFL we don't give a damn if it's raining, if it's snowing, homeboy. This defense travels, bro.
110
this
degrees.
Defense travels, and we going to run the ball. We ran the ball 39 times. We only averaged 3.5, but do you know what that does to a defense? We ran the ball 39 times for 137 yards. Do you know what that does every play? TC coming at you, Breida coming at you. Do you know, bruh, when them dudes hit you running 4-4 and Breida running 4-3 and, you know, Jeff Wilson running 4, when them dudes hitting you, bro, every play and it's cold, it's wet, it don't feel good. It don't. Get this out of your head that you got to have a quarterback that throw the ball 50, 40 times and 300 yards. That ain't what Kyle Shanahan does, so get it out your motherfucking head.
It's unnecessary anyway. It's not part of the game.
I'm tired of it.
It's not intelligent.
That's not what we do, bro.
That's right.
That's not what we do, bro.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking. You know, Jimmy gonna have a big game coming up in Carolina. We back in LA. You know what I'm saying? It never rains in Southern California. You feel me?
I do, Dre.
Yeah,
I'm loving it. We're going to go, fam. I'm going to look for you tomorrow night.
Shout out to my TNT fan, man. Trey Trez, Big Show. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Fresh, my brother Bruce. So, my player partner, Will Shea Lewis, man. All the guys, man. Look, man, have confidence in your quarterback, bro. I'm having a block party. Anybody talk bad about Jimmy G, I'll never see you comment again because you're getting blocked. I'm out.
All right, Dre. See you tomorrow, fam. Oh, God. We gotta get Dre. We gotta get Dre a one-on-one pretty quick. All right, hey, Kerry boy.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
K-boy, 6-0.
What's going on?
Yeah, you know, I'm just looking at these wins, and I'm saying to myself, you know, this team is gonna win whatever it takes. The 49ers to go play some winning football. Anybody that deal with the 49ers this year is gonna have pure hell. You see Case Keenum back there? Case Keenum was doing the same thing as last week with Jared Goff, to the same degree as was Baker Mayfield. There is no such thing anymore as a quarterback. He steps back in the pocket, looking around the field. You looking around the field? You looking around the field? Good night.
Well, I got to admit, Ronbo, I didn't see no part of the game. I'm sorry, man. If you hear echo, that's my bag. I'm in my house trying to inspect it because I'm going to move in the next week or so. It's empty in here. But I didn't look at none of the game. I didn't see nothing highlights. I'm just hearing you was my commentator for the day because I was just listening to you, looking at your facial expressions and everything.
Oh, it was pain. It was painful. We couldn't do nothing in that rain.
It sounded like it was. It looked like it was the way you were describing it, and looked like the weather just played a major factor, and we really couldn't get nothing going. But
it was bad.
That's why we got a good defense, man. Defense win games like that in that type of weather. So regardless of where we go. You know, and I wish our running game would have got going. It sounded like it kind of got going in the second half a little bit, but that's why we got defense and running game. You could never go wrong with a defense and a running game, and that's what we got. We got those two elements. Jimmy G is going to come along. Jimmy G is a year and a half behind schedule for what this team. If he didn't miss all of last year, he would he'd be averaging, you know, at least 250 yards a game, maybe more. Yeah. 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, maybe an interception, maybe no interception, depending on who we play. Things like so. I'm still looking at Jimmy like you said, a real seasoned rookie. You know, when it comes to Shanahan's offense. You know, I think you hit that right on the head. You know, when you think about Jimmy. So I'm not really concerned. I think by the time playoff time come around, he'll be there. You know, because that's going to give him. You don't recognize we 6-0. We just need to go 5-5. We making the playoffs. That's 11 victories. We going to the playoffs. This is real. Now it depends if we can get a bye in the playoffs. It would be great. You know, things of that nature, home field advantage. That's what we're working at towards now. Because the NFC is going to beat itself up because it's some pretty good teams in the NFC, and we're not going to be in that fight trying to fight for 4th seed, 5th seed, you know, 6th seed, things like that. We fight for home field and buys. the way we position ourselves so far this season. And we got the next 3 or 4 games are winnable games, so we looking good. I like the way people about to come back, we got some starters that are about to come back in the next few weeks, so I like the way things are looking, Ronbo. I really do.
Yeah, Joe Staley was out there. They showed some clips of Joe Staley standing on the sideline. He's working out. I think Spoon is coming back against the Panthers next Sunday, and Joe's coming in the following Thursday night against the Cardinals. And it's just a matter of time before McGlinchey gets back, and we're back at full force as far as that run game goes. And that run game, the offense is going to improve anyway, K-Boy. Kyle Shanahan's going to have that offense where it should be. And I figure within the next 4 weeks it should be fully installed. Because right now they're making a lot of mistakes. A lot of goofy things are being done. It could be ironed out, though. So.
I think only concern they probably maybe Robbie Gold, but I think Robbie's going to get himself together by the end of the year in the wide receivers. And Kittle makes the wide receiving core formidable right now, but the receivers they need to step it up. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, they got to. That's the only weak part of our game right now. That's our weakest week right there in that area. But we're gonna get it going. We still a long season. 10 games left. We good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I
tell you what, Ronbo. Okay.
All right, Kevin. You how long are you before you move in your house? You about step into
hopefully next weekend. Yeah, hopefully next weekend I'll be in here. That's why I'm trying to check everything right now. So whatever they need to repair, they can go ahead and knock it out. So.
There you go. All right, good luck with that. All right, fam. You get a chance to tomorrow night, huh?
All right, paper.
All right.
All right, Ronbo. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, boy, check it in. Hey, Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo Sports. Hit that like.
Thanks, Mark. Oh, Mark.
Ronbo.
I tell you, I don't ever want to see another game like that. The games we've had all season, at least, there were moments where we could actually go crazy. This game was just about praying from the beginning of the game to the end. Good Lord, that was painful.
Yeah. Man, I'm happy about the win. I'm not ecstatic about the game, but we won. So getting to a point where being undefeated, where I'm starting to want to see execution on the next level. This game kind of was a little setback for me, but I'm happy we won. I'm not trying to complain. It's just I want to see us execute on another level. But it was a sloppy game. What do you expect?
Out there, they should have had goggles on and flippers. I really some team. Well, there's going to the point where no stadium's going to look like that, and people probably complain about that too. I don't want those kind of conditions.
Yeah, it should look like that. God. Yeah, it look like a high school field, Ronbo. That's the kind of stuff we played in high school.
Yeah.
Or when it's a rain day outside and you and your friends go out and want to play in the rain, there's puddles everywhere. That's what that look like. It shouldn't look like that as a professional field. It just shouldn't. No drain system, no nothing. It doesn't make sense.
It wasn't designed right in the first place. Exactly.
Right. But, man, I want to touch on something Dre was talking about, just to have some contrast on that in regards to Jimmy G. It feels like we got 2 sets of people or fan base, people who want to torch Jimmy G every time he does something wrong, and then we got people who want to just defend everything he does. I see the game, and I look at it like this, Ronbo. It wasn't Jimmy's accuracy that was pissing me off. It was his decision-making. He was, eyeing Kittle the whole time in the first half and just going straight to him with 3 people draped all over. It was decisions. It wasn't necessarily the ball placement. And I want to see some of that cleaned up. It was those things that was upsetting me. It was the decisions he was making. Not necessarily, I understand the ball slipping in the game conditions. We can only expect him to be human there. But some of the decisions he was making, man, was questionable. But he did get it right in the second half. I will say that.
Did you see anybody else open? My problem with Jimmy doing that is was that his only option? I'd like to ask him about that. Did you see any other option? Now, on one play today, I know he did have a receiver that's a little more open, but I think he depends on Kittle to outwork the guy next to him.
Yeah.
And these guys aren't that good at covering tight ends. The book was out on them. So I guess that was the reason for that.
At the same time, he kept us in the game. Like, them third down, them runs, and he, at the same time, so I'm not taking nothing away from what the man did. I still ride with Jimmy. I'm just not going to be blind to say, some of the stuff I had reasons I was pissed off. He was making me mad in the first half. I can't lie. But
He
he
does that
kept
every
us in the
week.
game.
He does that every
And
week.
I'm happy to say Kendrick Bourne, man, he was the highlight for me. Like, whoa, he was keeping us in them catches he was making, man. And Jimmy put it on him too. So, and I think he scored a touchdown, man. One thing that made me mad is when they called that play dead, they should have called a touchdown and reviewed it. When they called it dead, they didn't give an opportunity for us to do nothing. I didn't see where he got touched.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
kept
see
looking
how.
too. I gotta go back and look at that. I thought maybe on the catch, I saw, but the camera angle showed from behind, so he couldn't really see if the guy touched him or not. And that's why I said, did he touch him on the ground? So
I hate those plays because they call it dead and doesn't give you a chance. They could always go back and review it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they call it a touchdown, but
okay.
defense did their thing, man. I'm happy about that. Nick Bosa played lights out.
He's so
Taylor,
crazy.
I've been a Taylor fan since he was a rookie. What was that, last year or year before? Julian Taylor.
Second year. Yeah, this is second year, I think. Right?
Yeah. So I've been pounding the table to see him more. So I was happy to see him do his thing today, man.
He looked great.
And I know we're keeping it short this Sunday, but Kyle, man, in them games, another thing on him, I want to see, man, that cute stuff, man. This is a wet field. Kittle run play was horrible.
Oh.
Why would you have this man try to cut back and cut up in the game? Run the ball straight ahead and then kick the field goal.
Yeah.
So some of this cut back. So this was a game where we had to just smash him in the mouth, and a lot of that cut back play calling just was not going to work today. I understand that's our system and our scheme, but this was a week where we probably could have changed it up a little bit better. But overall, we got the W. I'm happy. Again, I'm starting to look at us with a different lens. I'm not just always going to be happy with a W. I'm trying to see us. I got high hopes.
You want to see growth. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. But hey,
I think you get a better opportunity.
Any win's a good win.
Yeah, let's get dry conditions. If they don't look any different next week, yes, it is, man. But this game, they was lucky to survive that game. But anyway.
And my hope is, like, I'm looking at the playoffs. There's going to be games like this in the playoffs, fellas. I don't want to hear no weather excuses. When these playoffs come around, it's going to be wet games. It's going to be snow games. We don't know what kind of conditions we're going to have to face, and that's what I'm talking about. We got to be ready for these games.
That's right. All right.
So,
all right, Mark.
All right, fam. Well, we got the W, though. It sounds like I'm down, but I'm happy. I'm just trying to, hopefully we can get to that next level.
Okay. All right, Mike. Good stuff, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Talk to you about. Yeah. No, our team's good enough now that we expect growth, forward motion. You guys got to be a team for the next few years. Let's go. Lewis!
Ronbo.
Lewis. And Lewis.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Man, I really didn't need that game. I don't know why it had to rain all day. I mean, I wanted to see better football.
I didn't even know it was projected to rain, Ronbo.
It's not
until
that
like
hard?
literally when I was watching the NFL countdown, they're like, oh, it's gonna be storming over there. And then I had a friend that actually went to the game because he lives out there in DC, and he was like, yeah, man, it's pouring. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a muddy, running game. Like they're just gonna pound the rock, you know what I mean? Take good care of the ball and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I was, I kind of was in store for. But then they said it would, clear it by the fourth quarter, but it didn't. It just consistently rained hard. So I was like, yeah. You know what? This is gonna be an ugly game. So, but glad we got the win. Defense again, pitching the shutout and stuff like that. So that's good.
But character building.
What was that?
I see a lot of character building. The 49ers to actually stick with that, stay the course, even though it was sloppy, and still pull out the win. It really says a lot about their mentality.
Well, the run game couldn't really be established because as dominant as we have been. I mean, first of all, the field's slippery. So let's just be grateful that nobody even tore a knee or got seriously injured, slipping and sliding around that field today. Like it's hard to literally stop your momentum and cut when you're literally sliding 5 yards. Like I remember the Case Keenum throw that he threw to that I forgot the guy that was open where he kind of beat Sherman. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
kind of caught the ball damn near on the left side of the hash. He literally slid all the way out of bounds when he caught it. Like,
That's-
it just goes to show how bad that field condition was.
oh,
So,
ah.
and then to my point, like about, establishing the dominant run game, like it's kind of hard when, both your starting tackles are out as well as, we don't have Juice, who, we run 22 personnel using our fullback. So
Mhm.
it's just a little hard to kind of, dominate a team in those type of weather conditions. I know the last call said he doesn't care, whether the conditions are when it comes to playoffs. I absolutely agree with that. But when you're missing your starting tackles and your best running offensive lineman in Mike McGlinchey, it's kind of hard to go ahead and establish that, that dominant run game that we're so accustomed to seeing. So that's kind of just like, why I kind of standpoint on that. Jimmy does have to work on some of his decision making, but it is what it is, Ronbo. You can't be perfect every game.
True. And
So, but I will be at the Panthers game, Ronbo.
I know.
Section 121, row 3. We're gonna be over there, Ronbo.
I know.
So we're kind of close to the field. We're on the visitor side, though.
That's okay.
So whoever
You're
wants
gonna have
to
a lot of
have a little
company.
tailgate,
You're gonna have a lot of company
right?
there.
Whoever wants. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna be with my brother though and some of my friends. So, we gonna be ready, Ronbo. We gonna be ready. So,
It's gonna be a better game than this one too. First of all, it's gonna be a dry field. You got McCaffrey out there doing what he does. All right. Now you're gonna test the 49ers defense and see what they really got in them. And I think they'll be doing a good job. We're probably gonna see each and every week Jimmy Garoppolo learns a little bit more. I still feel that way. After being a year off, he's still having that first year under Shanahan for all intents and purposes. But go ahead. Sorry.
Right. No, absolutely, Rumble. No, absolutely. This Panthers game, I think, is going to be a tell-all game for us. I think, they said the Rams game was a statement game. I do think the Panthers are actually a formidable team right now. They're really good. They're 4-2. They're 4-0 since starting 0-2 with the Kelly kid. But I have some game review and breakdown that I actually am going to tell you when we do have our one-on-one interview this Tuesday. So I'll be, inside on that to kind of like, not worry the 49er fans. He's a good pocket passer, but he's not as good as what's led to be because their entire schematic scheme really runs through McCaffrey. And I think the X factor for that game is going to be Jaquaski Tart. They'll probably have Jaquaski shadow McCaffrey as much as possible on screens, slip screens, and stuff like that. But we'll get more into that and divulge later. But Ronbo, hey, 6-0 couldn't be any better. Shout out my TNT family, Dre, Trey, Russo, Big Show, Jerry Fresh. Check out Fresh Perspective. All my guys, Will, did another, great interview last week too. But Ronbo, God bless you, sir. And hey, 6-0, baby.
Hey, 6-0. All right, Lewis. Talk to you shortly. Talk to you tomorrow night, actually. All right. Have a good night, Will. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Lewis and looking at Will. Hey, Lewis, have a great night, fam. Hey, Will.
Hey.
Will.
It sure was a blowout, wasn't it?
I'm telling you right now, I must have been like, I should, next time I get a weather forecast that says go raining, ain't gonna be nobody talk about no 40-0. Boy, that was boy, 12. 12 would have been a big score. My God. Redskins walking around saying it would have been raining, we'd have won.
Yeah, man, it was. Man, I had to pop me 2 Advils after the game was over with. Oh man,
that was rough, wasn't it?
God.
Yeah,
but I mean, as you know, defense kind of got hit in the mouth a little bit at the beginning of the game, but they bounced back and did what they had to do, man. The weather played a little of a factor, but there's no excuse, man. You play games like that. You play games in the snow. You play games in the rain. So, that's just Mother Nature, man. You got to play in it, So there's no excuse, man. But it shows that this team is real tough mentally, man. They had the rain and Washington gave them their best shot, and 49ers responded. So, overall, man, they hung in there, man. Played great defense. Offensive wise, man, Jimmy G struggled. He's gonna have to get a little better. But it's coming though. I believe it's coming, man. But I mean, Washington they gave us a little run, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like defensive wise, they were stopping the inside runs, screens, and all that. But towards the second half, like Kyle, he make adjustments, man, and we go ahead and we,
he'll figure out
go ahead and get it done.
That's right.
Find ways to win.
And Will, you know what? I got a feeling every team we play, because now we're going to this week, next game 6-0. Every team we play, teams will get fired up. Washington ain't played that good of football all year long. And they came in and they were stopping us on the run. They was playing good in the secondary. They was playing their butts off. Shh. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough from here on out.
Right, bro. We got a big X on our chest, man. We the big dog. We may be considered as the underdog. We may always be considered as the underdog, but in reality, we the big dog. We the big dog of the NFC right now. So, and everybody want to give us their best shot. So.
Yep. That's some undefeated 49ers, huh? All right, let's go get them. See, because they ain't listening to Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark and all them fools. They don't care. All they know is that team ain't lost a game yet, and we don't want them putting us up on their record.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, a win is a win. Robbie Go, I give him the offensive player of the game. I give him the game ball, because, he scored the points for us.
Otherwise we lose.
Yep. So defense, I give a game ball to I get a Quan Alexander, man. Quan Alexander.
Yeah, he made some great plays too.
He played a big part of that defense today with that punching that ball out and letting Julian Taylor pick it up.
That's him. That's right.
That's why I'm telling you, Ronbo. This is why you play. This is why you pay guys the money. Everybody says, "Oh, we giving these guys too much money," but look what you see. Look at the product. Look at the product. That's why you give guys the big bucks like this.
Difference.
I mean, because he has a reputation of turning the ball over, forcing fumbles, interceptions, and he's done both of them. He passed his game. So this is why you pay guys his money. So I mean, that's it in a nutshell, man. So, but on our way to Carolina, man. Carolina coming to us, man. This is a big game as well. You got this Kyle Allen guy who's undefeated as a quarterback. Got Christian McCaffrey running all over the place. So we need to be prepared. Stay mentally sound and do the damn thing. But
hey, are they
other
off
than that, man?
Are they off this week?
Huh?
Panthers off this week?
Who?
Carolina. Is this their bye week?
I think this is their bye week. I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
Well, they get to rest after that.
Yeah, this is their bye week.
Right.
Yeah, this is their bye week.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right,
man. Oh yeah, Ronbo. It's not written in stone yet, but there are legit reports out that Kyle Shanahan and them are calling for some receivers, man. So we might bring in somebody. So we need to be on the lookout. The trade deadline is the 29th, so it's a possibility. There ain't nothing written in stone, but all right, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I know you got other calls. Wait, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam. I play upon the Dre, Trey Trey, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. Rev 49 hits, man. Daniel, Jerry Fresh, Big Show, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Silvio. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sewell. You know what I'm saying? All them guys, man. Hey, man. And my boy Sheik. Can't forget my boy Sheik. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Tim. Shout out to the whole Nighty Empire, man. F. Rams. F. Rudy. We lost the Super Bowl and I scored 3 points. Got whooped up by Tampa Bay, got 55 points put on them, and we beat them 31-17. We beat the LA Rams 20-7 on 7 points. They won today. Damn, I can't even say 3. They 3-3 now. They 4-3, but they still third in the NFC West. And they will ever be. Oh yeah, they got Jalen Ramsey for no freaking reason, and they always and forever be bankrupt. All right, Ronbo.
All right. Night, Will. Oh God. And we got Cherry and Sanders. Cherry and Sanders. Yeah, you gotta get the Ronbo Sports app, and it's free. Just download that. You'll see all the information on how to call in here. Phone number, PIN number, all right? So get that, Ronbo Sports app. And all right. Hey, Ralph. Boy, look at this. Boy, I wasn't even trying to holler in that game. I'm not. Ralph. Because I was trying not to bother the neighbors. I can't even talk. I was still hollering, I guess. God, Ralph, good to hear from you, fam. You was there. You went to the game, right?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Soaking, wet, little cold, but we ugly win. It was an ugly win.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to have perfection every game.
Nope.
Past couple of callers, pretty much hit it on the head. We'll clean up. I'm not worried about it. We'll clean up. We'll do what we got to do. We're 6-0. It feels good to be 6-0. It was an ugly win today, but hey, I'll take ugly win over ugly loss.
Yeah,
any day.
Yes,
any day. But this team, they're going to constantly evolve each game. It's just part of what football is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to have perfection every game. We're not going to put up 500, 600, 700 yards every game. We're just going to learn and learn and learn and learn. And these guys learn how to do that. They execute down the stretch. That's the main thing that we need to focus on, is that we execute down the stretch. Mm-hmm. That defense of ours, they know how to close a game out.
Boy,
period.
Oh, they're good at that.
Period. And that's what I'm loving about it, because we are executing down the stretch. I can't ask for any more. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are they're coming up, they're making plays, they're doing what they need to do. And, sometimes some of the faithful, some might get mad, some might get upset. Hey, it's part of the game. Like I said before, can any one of y'all do their job? No. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But you know what? They go out there, they suit up, and they fight. This was a toilet bowl freaking. When I mean FedEx Field was butt naked, empty, almost literally.
Mm-hmm. They showed the stands.
Like it was that bad. It was. I was like, yo, are you serious right now? But it is what it is. I can't knock it. But we got a good contest coming up against the Panthers. We can't sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? But we're at home.
It's gonna be the best game.
And we're going to correct ourselves, because we're at home. The faithful is going to be loud. The faithful is going to be in the building. And and our defense is better than ours. Granted, they have an okay defense, but our defense is just a little bit better than the Panthers. So I expect for us to, get after them and do what we need to do. I hope Breida will be okay. I hope Marquise will be okay. You know what I mean? We just game at a time, fam. That's all we can do. Game at a time. Trust the process, like our GM says, brick by brick. Mm-hmm. It's starting to pay off. It's starting to show. You know what I mean? Just as long as we stand here proud, we rep our colors, we support our team. Hey, they feel our energy. And hey, win, lose, or draw, we're going to do it. Dang. We are going to do it. But it's good to feel 6-0. It's good to see this camaraderie. It's good to see this team. That's the key word, team. It's good to see this team thrive. It's good to see this team succeed. It's good to see this team triumph. I'll take a W how I get it. Mm-hmm. I'll take a W how I get it. And that's how we got it today. Robbie Gold, listen, get your head out of your ass and just kick me some field goals, dog. Oh. That's all I ask for you to do. That's all I ask for you to do. Granted, you put the points on the board today, but hey, man, this missing field goal stuff, bro, this ain't like you. You know what I mean? This ain't like you. Fix it. But for the meantime, let's celebrate. Let's be happy. Let's be thankful. We got the Panthers coming up next. Just the energy is there. Like we have a mission in mind, and we're focused on it. And we're not taking no for an answer. We're not taking no for an answer. So, I ain't gonna hold you up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the fam. Everybody be blessed, be safe, be cool. Ronbo, we thank you. We love you for giving us this platform. And in the words of the great Nature Boy, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, the 49ers is the man. Woo! Monday Night Raw, Nature Boy will be there. I'll holler at y'all.
Be looking for you, too. Have a good night, Reb.
No doubt. Peace out.
Peace out. Jersey Joe.
Hello? What up, Ronbo?
JJ, hey, this will be the 1 week of the season that, I don't know, I really wish it wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? I want to, you watch a game, you want to see skills being displayed. We see
Of
guys
course.
trying to keep standing off. I mean, just staying on your feet was an accomplishment. I mean, like what somebody just pointed out. See that the one catch that Case Keenum made and the guy slid for like 5 feet after he made the catch. Oh man, what is this? A surfing contest? Man, this is awful.
Speaking of sliding, how do you like that crap at the end with fucking Bosa? That was beautiful.
Oh man, hey, right. Bose is such a
I
clown,
loved it.
and the sack
You know
was
what's
already
crazy?
funny.
He's so quiet, and you don't expect it. That's what makes it so much more funnier.
Guys,
Hey, I was half right, Ronbo.
About
I predicted a shutout.
Shutout.
We got a shutout. People completely forgot it. Oh, damn, it is a shutout.
it
It wasn't 42 points, but
nowhere near it. But you know what? There's a few people. You were one
Russo?
of about 3 or 4 people that said they wouldn't
Russo claimed
score.
it too.
Yeah, who said they weren't going to score a point? I said, oh, they got to at least get a field goal, and they should have.
Damn.
They missed it. God. But shutout. Niners are tough.
Hey guys, last time we were 6-0, 2 of the greatest players on earth were freaking playing. Montana and Jerry Rice. Oh my gosh, Ronbo.
It's something we got to wait to make. We need a wide receiver that stands out that can make plays. Right now, we got to have that. We don't have anybody that's ready to do that yet. I don't know what they're going to do. So,
again, but what is our record saying? I mean, it's the same thing. I know we're waiting for those big plays, and it's Shanahan. Shanahan's going to work them out. I mean,
I agree.
Look at Bourne. I mean, Bourne was out there balling out.
Oh,
to a point.
I wish they would use him more often. Kyle seems to pull him out there as if he had no other choice. I think Kyle, you need to work with him a little more. He may be even bigger than what you think. Give him a shot. He may not run it all the way to the house every time, but Kendrick's going to make that crazy catch just when you just don't expect it. Boom! It's Bourne! I said, that's 84! Oh my God! All the time.
Well, Rob, I never denied he was a good or bad player. I thought he was a decent player. His outside antics, he's just a weirdo. But when it comes to, I mean, he drops balls every once in a while, but for the most part, he's catching it, and he does make pretty good plays. But I mean, hey, you got to give it to him.
Got it.
But Rob, I'm not gonna hold you up too long. I'm just getting it off real quick. I'm happy it's 6-0. Hey, we still got another week to brag. People looking at me crazy because I got my car flags. Like, what is this guy? I'm like, so I don't care. I don't care, Ronbo. Oh man. Baseball. Here we go. 6 down, 13 to go.
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
Yes. JJ, talk to you tomorrow night on Raw if you get some time, huh? Be looking for you, too.
All right, bud. You have a good one.
All right, man. You too. It's JJ checking in. 916 Folsom, California. Hello.
Yo, what's up? This is Iceman Ronbo.
Iceman, what's up?
Hey, you know what? Hey, this game, when you win games like this, Ronbo, you know you're good.
Yeah.
When you're able to win ugly games like this,
I agree.
you know you're good. And you know what? I told you, Ronbo, 41 to 6, but you know what? 9-0, that's even better because 9 to donut. That's even better. You know what? 9 to donut is better than 41 to 6 because that means that, you know what?
You grinded it out.
Nothing. And this game was ugly, but then we won it. When you win ugly games like this, it's beautiful. Right, Ronbo?
Yeah, you're right. That means you got character.
Yep.
You got the wherewithal to be able to win those games. Everybody ain't going to win them games. Ask Washington Redskins. That's why I said, just like you're saying right now, those are the games that distinguish a team from a loser versus a winner. These guys are winners. They weren't going to lose that game. They were never going to lose that game. You knew it. You could see it all over their faces.
We all knew that. But, hey, Rumble, so it's like this. This season, we had awesome. We beat Cincinnati the way that we wanted to.
Yeah.
And then we had that crazy game against Pittsburgh that, we had to come back and keep coming back, and then we still won. Now we got this ugly game where, you know what? it's just like a tug of war, and we still won. You know, we're doing it. Everything that, all this tests, everything, we in the rain, in the sunshine, man, we did it already. On turf, we did it already. So you know what, Ronbo?
That's what I was getting ready to tell you. That you forgot about the extreme heat game to start the season in Tampa Bay. There's 100 degrees out there, and we were still battling. They refused to lose. Love it.
That's right. That's right. And you know what, Ronbo? It's a special time, my man. To the Empire 49, it's a special time. You know what? This is a very special time. So we're going to enjoy it. And, you know, all like Stephen A. Stupid, Ryan Clark, they're all just waiting. They're all just waiting. Like they sit there and wait. They're hoping that
yeah, they won't lose. Then they can run their mouth. Well, the 49ers finally came back down to earth in this game. Oh, God.
But you know what? Not gonna happen. Because you know why, Ronbo? When we beat everybody, we're gonna beat everybody into nobody. All right, Ronbo?
All right, we talked about that yesterday, right? Now, the Skins can take the label, the card. You guys are now nobody. Everybody's going to recognize you as nobody. If that's all we beat, it's nobodies.
That's right. And I just hope the Skins don't panic like the Rams did and go out there and mortgage, like, the future to get, like, a running back with some, because AD can't do nothing.
Only the Rams do that. And I don't know where they're getting all this money from, but only the Rams do that. You don't see no other team coming up with all these players and he ain't got no money. I can't wait to see how they go about trying to sign Jalen Ramsey. They're going to have to cut at least 2 players.
I know. You know what? Well, hey, Ronbo, well, what's that saying? Same old sorry-ass lambs.
God. Well, they got away today because they beat the Falcons. And the Falcon coach, I think he'll be fired by tomorrow morning. So, anyway.
Yeah, hey, Ronbo, talking about the Falcons, my little brother, he's a Falcon fan, and he's mad as shit. He's like, God damn it, why didn't we block you guys from interviewing Shanahan? We should have kept Shanahan and fired Quinn.
Is it Quinn or Gus? What's the coach's name?
Quinn.
Yeah.
With Falcons.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of his.
So
I'm trying to think of his first name. He's out. I bet you he's out by tomorrow. You got shut out. Just like you get 3 points. You got all that firepower. You got firepower up the yin. I mean, how many teams have that many wide receivers and the running back? I mean, that offense is lit. And they didn't score but 3 points. If they would have lost 42-39 or something like that, it'd be one thing. You guys got shut down, and the Rams and the 49ers just got through beating their butt to death, and you guys got shut down. You're fired. Get out now.
Hey, Ronbo, they're done. But hey, you know what? Hey, Ronbo, they got all that firepower, but they don't got the wizard. So, you know, like, they got Julio Jones, they got all this firepower, but they don't got the wizard. You know, we got the wizard. So,
Manny,
you know what? Let it be known. Let it be known.
We're coming. This is our time.
It's our time, man. You know what?
That's where
Hey, Ronbo. Hey.
I'm listening.
Great talking to you. Yeah, great talking to you. I'll be coming in and, showing love to the Empire 49 from here on out. And I just want to say, hey, you know what? It wasn't pretty, but that's the way we do it.
That's
so
how we roll.
If they want some, come and get some.
See you tomorrow, Ice Man. Have a good night, fam.
All right. Hey, have a good one, guys. Hey, Ronbo, love you, man. Talk to you again.
Fam. Love you back. Good night.
All right.
Hey, David. This is what we need. We need some comedy relief.
Hey, Ronbo. How are you doing, my friend?
Dave, been waiting for you, man. I'm needing for somebody to come in and put a comedy spin on a game that just made you tired. I feel like I've been to work for 12, 13 hours, man. That was terrible.
Yeah, I know. And I got up a little bit late today, and then the game was still about to start. I said, "Oh man, I'm gonna miss the game." I go, "What kind of a Niner fan would I be if I were to start missing the entry of the game?"
Yeah. Even if you land on the floor one eye open, you still got to look.
Damn straight. Absolutely, 100%. So yeah, I watched it. Man, that field was really bad, man. That game, the conditions are horrible. It was everybody was
was covered in filth, and I was like, "Geez, Louise, man, are we playing the Rams again? Because it looks like it's covered in doo doo."
Right.
You know, I mean, but it was just the horrible water, man, was just coming down nonstop.
And no,
So,
that field doesn't
yeah, I
drain.
mean,
What God?
no. What's going on with that, man? I mean, that guy has a lot of money. He should be reinvesting money into that damn field. What's going on?
There you go.
You
You hit
know?
it right on the head right there. It's Daniel Snyder. He's not spending any money where he doesn't want to.
No, he's busting Al Davis, man. He needs to, get rid of the damn team or reinvest into it because, man, they're it's not doing very well. So, Vernon Davis, you should never gone over there.
He didn't want
bad
to.
move
I
for
think it was
you.
the last move because the Broncos got rid of him. So
they did, but he did get a ring with the Broncos.
Mm.
He didn't start with them, but he was a second tight end option, and he did get a ring after all. So good for him. I like Vernon Davis. He was one of my favorite players. But when he left, I was like, man, it's me. Who are we gonna get? Which replacement? And then Kittle Corn steps in.
But first,
And
remember,
that is-
at first it was Mac, the Big Mac first, though. I mean, Vance McDonald, that was supposed to be, and that's what Trent Baalke was thinking. He was thinking Vance McDonald. And,
Yeah.
and Vance McDonald was no Vernon Davis, okay? But he was,
No. They gave up to him too fast on him, though. I think they gave up too fast on him.
Yeah.
I think they could have.
Him and Kittle would have been awesome.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine Kittle, the grungy all-pro, and then the Ken doll coming across the other side, Vance McDonald.
God.
I mean, that guy was a beast, man. He's good now. But, hey, Delaney Walker walked away, too. That one we couldn't hold on to there.
Oh, that would have been even
But,
better.
messy game, kill conditions more than anything. I think it would have been a better offensive showing if it wasn't so really messed up. But back again, rewind it back to the character of this team.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're winners. They're winners.
That's it.
They are winners. You win ugly, you win pretty, you win. You win. As far as the number one receiver thing going, I don't know. Ronbo, I mean, it would be nice to have a number one receiver, but you always have that chance of having that one number one receiver. Is he going to come with character issues or not?
Yeah.
They become so good, they become divas.
Yes.
And then it starts messing up everything,
It does.
I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of
just
teams that won Super
a
Bowls
couple
without one
examples.
team.
I mean, you look at the Giants, you look at the Steelers. Who else has got an all-star receiver? Julio may have destroyed the Falcons. Yeah, when you look at all these teams with these fantastic receivers, you notice a team is turning to poo-poo.
Yeah. If you put too much money and emphasis in that one player, and then it's all about that one player, and then if the ball isn't going to him directly all the time, then you start having problems because he's used to having production.
Media's
it's not worth it. I mean, look
crazy.
at Kittle. Look at Kittle. Kittle's a tight end. I know he's not a receiver. He's always a receiver, right? He's a tight end, though. The guy was balling out last year, right? This year, his production is not what it was last year, but not because he's not that good. It's just because, now there's more people on the field, the conditions, the way the games are coming out. But he said it. He goes, what did he say one of the games? Just run. That's fine. Let's run it down, man. Let's run.
He doesn't mind. If he just blocks, he's fine with that. Guys,
very unselfish, great character. And that's what you want to build your team with. And pretty much all the players that we have are like that.
Oh.
So that's okay. It's better to win in a group, solid team than winning with a pretty good team but have one diva receiver that starts complaining about you're not getting the ball, right?
And David, trying to think, other than the 49ers, how many teams have won a Super Bowl that had an all-star receiver?
That used to happen a lot, Ronbo, back in the 80s and in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. That's come and gone. You can win with the overall good class of players.
And a good, solid defense. That's the way it goes.
And defense, like we have, because we're beating some ass right now with that defense. Oh, I emailed you that cereal box pick. So I don't know if you got it or not.
I gotta look. How long ago did you do that?
And it was maybe about half an hour ago, maybe more.
Oh, okay, good. I'm gonna see it as soon as I get through here. All right.
1994, purchased in Lenardi's in San Jose, California. Never opened, probably full of worms, but it's okay.
Yeah, don't open it.
Because Steve Young's on a hologram throwing a Super Bowl touchdown pass.
All right, Dave. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give you feedback on it immediately too. We gotta go.
All right.
Well, hey,
everybody do great. Do great. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the win, good or bad. And by the way, Jimmy G, please stay away from those scumbags because it's not doing you any good. Football, grip the football, not the fun bag. Okay, all right. Have a good day, everybody.
Night, David. Oh, God. And that's your area code is, you're in Dallas, Texas, 214. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Who is this?
Oh, this is Robert Johnson from
Robert
Dallas,
Johnson.
Texas.
Hey, Robert. How you doing, fam?
Oh, I'm all right. Just sitting back, celebrating and watching the rest of these games.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun part of watching the rest of the football games because then after we win, everybody else's game is fun too because they ain't as good as we are.
Exactly.
Rob, what do you think about that game? Other than the conditions, all we can talk about, unfortunately, this week is the sloppiness of this game, the weather conditions. But the good thing is they survived with a W. But you still got to give out that game ball and make some judgments on Jimmy G. But what are you thinking?
I would say the game ball would have to go to the defense. The defense held their own out there in that sloppy field. Tackled well. They actually tackled real well, especially against
When you think about it, you're right. On that sloppy condition field, it's easy to miss a tackle, slip out your hands. Who's your favorite player on defense?
Sir. I like Buckner. I played defensive line in the trenches. Yeah, I like Buckner.
Yeah, he was doing his part. Tell you.
Yes,
How about
sir.
offense?
Offense, my favorite player would be Kittle.
Yeah.
He just dominates.
You're right.
Just dominates.
I look for him. That's kind of normal for him. So that's why I didn't think about him. But you're right. George Kittle, some of the guys that do what they do it every week. They're consistent. George Kittle's always going to be involved. You'll never see a game where he's taking a day off. If he's not making a lot of catches, he's out there blocking some dude down through the dirt. You know, so George God, we're lucky to get him. A 5th-round pick, Robert. Jesus.
Yes, sir. And he's always blocking one of their best pass rushers.
Yep. Who was that trying to get in today? And George was bent. You could see the small of his back, bent all the way back, but he was not giving it up. Who was that dude? But he was coming in, and George was not yielding. I said, look at George.
Yeah, I saw that play. I can't remember who that guy was.
Who was that? Yeah. Anyway.
Was it Kerrigan? I think it was Kerrigan.
Yeah. Who's that? Is that their best edge guy? Because that dude.
Yeah.
Man. I said, you go, George. My God. That's putting in a day's work. He likes that stuff.
And Jimmy G just out there doing what we asked him to do. Maintain the game. Don't lose it for us.
Yeah.
He's along for the ride. He's been a team player.
He's going to have to improve. And I think he is. And like I keep saying, people that understand, Jimmy G is just need to get his reps. Missing all year last year was a really bad thing because where he is now, he could have been all the way down through this road and wherever he's going by now. So next year, if we can keep on the field this year, I think the complaints about Jimmy G are going to stop. But he's got to get through this year. But otherwise.
And everyone has to remember, he's been in the league for a while now, but he's a rookie.
Yeah. As I call him, a well-seasoned rookie.
Yep. And I hate I'm dealing with this General Motors and union strike down here in Dallas, and I ain't been able to go to work and talk bad to these Cowboy fans.
Oh, From what I'm reading about, that's not good. That's not nearing any end. So hang in there, fam. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go to work and talk to these Cowboy fans and see their looks on their faces and mess with them.
You probably you'll get your chance soon later because Cowboys, man, they played the Dolphins, they played they played the Skins, they played the Giants. Oh, they going to the Super Bowl. Now they can't get out of their own way. Jerry Jones said, "Well, I'm not going to fire my coach this year, but I do understand that Urban Meyer is available." Hey, what are you? Jerry, you can't talk about Urban. You guys can't talk about Urban Meyer already. God, but that is going to be the coach next year.
It's not Urban Meyer. It's
I thought it was Urban.
It's not Urban Meyer. It's the Oklahoma coach.
What's his name?
What is his name?
I could have. Well, maybe we'll see. But Garrett is in trouble. If they lose, they got one more losing game. One game to lose. So,
as Shannon called him, Mr. Clapp.
Anyway, fam. Well, Robert, appreciate you getting in there, fam. Let's see you tomorrow night on Raw if you get a chance.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I should try to get in.
All right, be looking for you. Have a good night. And we got the W.
Yes, sir.
All right. Night, Robert.
All right. Good night.
Let's check in with Chase. Chase.
What's up, Ronbo?
Chase, man. Surviving another 49er game. I'm hoping next week we could go from like at least the second quarter on into the third quarter thinking that we got this. You know? I mean, every game's going to be kind of hard. But this, one of the worst teams in the NFL, and we had to go 4 quarters to beat them. Hard quarters. Not just 4 quarters. It was tough. Weather was it.
It was tough. And, man, that's what I'm so happy about, bro. The fact that we already proved that we can overcome some struggles in the Steelers game. You know, we had some adversity in that game, the turnovers and whatnot. And today, it's a learning experience, man. I mean, we came out with the dub, and we're building up that knowledge and the experience of how to win in tough weather, because you never know what's going to happen. Mother Nature could come in and fuck up any game. I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse my language, but man, I love this game, to be honest with you. It was another hard-fought win, and we deserved it. Of course, all the headlines can be talking about Jimmy's struggling, this and that, but man, he went out and got the job done, and that's what matters. The record's going to reflect that, and I mean, at the end of the day, we're 6-0.
And you know, and to be fair, if all those analysts that are going to say the nasty things they say, be sure to look at everything. Find out what the weather was. Find out what the field conditions were. Do not call the 49ers mediocre for having escaped the Washington Redskins. Any team would have went through the same thing.
A few of them will call us mediocre. You know, 90% of the average fans will, because they didn't even watch the highlights. They won't even know that it was raining, you know? So,
probably.
I mean,
yeah.
I went on Facebook, and Matt Mayoko posted an article talking about our sloppy win. And, I mean, it's just, it's the narrative. They twist it somehow. Yeah, and, I mean, it was sloppy, but it wasn't because of how good we are. It was because of the weather conditions. So it's to be expected at this point, you know? So it's all good.
Yeah, because we're still 6-0 no matter what they say. Best team in the NFC record-wise. I don't care what they say. They can say what they want.
Yes,
if they drop the 49ers in the standings tomorrow to number 3, I'm going to be pissed. Because this, you know, you guys, that's wrong on so many levels. The Patriots can do anything they want. They can escape teams. If the Patriots lose on Monday night, I'm going to lose my mind laughing. See that?
Ooh, doggy.
And the Jets are primed to beat them, too, you know? So.
Yeah, the Ravens are putting up a fight against the Seahawks now, too. I'm watching that game.
What's the score?
And, I think it's 7-3 right now. Hawks are up.
Ravens.
but Lamar's running all over him. He's putting on a show, so they got a chance.
They're not that good. This is the thing. I keep
They're
hearing
not.
how great the Hawks are not that good. They've been very opportunistic. Russell Wilson, how many games he's going to win in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go or 1 minute and 30 seconds? He scrambles around. He finally finds one receiver, a miracle play. That is not going to go on for 14 or 15 or 16 games.
No. I mean, it could, as long as it's not against us. That's all I care about, you know? I mean, he's going to have another thing coming when he goes up against RD. But I want to talk about the receiver. I heard you mention just a few minutes ago you still think we need another receiver.
No. I don't. Everybody says so, and I was fighting it, but I'm starting to think now, are our guys going to finally start catching the ball, start running routes correctly? Can they do it? I'm a little worried now, but go ahead.
Let me mention one thing that's been on my mind. Overlooking my boy. So there's a video, I'm sure you've seen, where the players go for a ride in the car with, what's her name, Kiana Martin, I think. Yeah, and so Jimmy went on that. He had an episode, and she asked him what his favorite touchdown is he's thrown as a 49er, and is honestly my favorite one that I've seen him throw too, because I was there. I was in like the fifth row, basically like on the field with him at the Jags game on Christmas Eve. He said his favorite touchdown pass was that one to Trent Taylor towards the end of the game. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Man.
and you know what? I keep forgetting about him, and I also want to see.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I also want to see Jalen Hurd. So I don't want him to go out and get anybody right now. I do want to see what those guys have to offer before they start paying out the big bucks on some high times here. But we got to go.
Well, I wanted to mention.
Yeah, no, I forgot about Trent. We got it. We got to go. Though. Look for you tomorrow night if you get a chance, huh?
Yeah, I'll give you a call soon, man.
Be looking for it too, Chase. Have a good night.
All right. Take care, man. Thanks.
You too. Bye-bye. And, it's Tonga Man. Tonga Man.
What's up, bro?
Hey.
What's up,
Ronbo? Just sit back here, man. After being worn out for 4 quarters, we'll check it out. See, glad that's over.
Yeah, man, it was a tough game.
Oh, it was way more tougher than I wanted it to be. Man, remember yesterday we was talking about how we was going to win this game, but we was going to be scoring all up in the 40s. And what do? Escaped out of that water hole. God.
Yeah, but it was the conditions. That's all it was.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a lot of people they're kind of down on Jimmy, but the truth is this offense really isn't about the way that they're playing right now, because usually the run game is what opens up the offense, and Jimmy's more used to seeing wide receivers wide open because of the play action.
The system's designed, yeah.
But now he's having to throw contested throws, which he's probably not used to. But once we get Juice back and our 2 tackles back, the run game will be on point again, and then the pass game will start opening up more.
And you're right. That's what Kyle's system is designed, and to all of a sudden alter all of that and go to plan B, it's going to look a little sloppy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, at least we're still winning with our key injuries. So a lot of people are saying that we can't play like this going into, because the schedule is going to get a lot tougher towards the end. But the truth is we're going to get a lot better also, because we're going to have Trent Taylor, Jalen Hurd. We'll have Ahkello Witherspoon back. We'll have Juice back. We'll have the 2 tackles back. So, I mean, it's going to come together.
Yeah, that's it. And Kyle Shanahan's not going to build a bad offense. I mean, if you see Kyle Shanahan's offense stalling and stumbling, there's something you're probably looking directly at to see what the problem is. So that's why I know with Kyle, there's no need to worry about that offense. They'll be fine at some point soon.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah. But with that defense looking like they are. It gives us plenty of time.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
that's a
We're
great
going to
thing.
ride that defense all the way to it.
Until that offense is ready, they got time because that defense is going to take care of business. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're still only in the second quarter of football.
And just
we're still winning. We're still winning, like with all of our injuries. I'm not too worried about it.
You gotta give up that game ball tonight, man. We got an offense and defense as far as the game ball.
Offense, I'll give it Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah.
He came up big when Marquise went down.
I tell you.
I mean, I know a lot of people have been down on him, but on Kendrick Bourne, but he always shows up, man.
Seemingly.
His clutch moments, like he always shows up.
Makes one of them crazy at least one crazy catch. He made 2 this week. Man. All right. And in that weather.
And then defensive side, gotta go to Nick Bosa, man. He played lights out. He had 3 or 4 tackles for loss.
I know the dude is just finally got him a sack.
Yeah, man.
God, man.
Man, that sack was good. That little celebration sliding on the field. that was pretty fun.
When did he learn that? He must have been thinking about that the whole game. He said, if I get a sack, I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, that all worked out.
Yeah,
it's going like Superman sliding across the field. God, just glad there wasn't anything down there to cut him up or something, get him hurt. But anyway.
Man, how about the way Jimmy was running today, man?
Oh, man.
Running like a running back. He was.
I really wish he wouldn't do that. He's just scaring me to death.
Yeah, that's true.
And he doesn't like to slide. Jimmy runs like you say. He's running like a running back. Jimmy, slide. God.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, he's okay, so yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, one time he got pushed out of bounds, so I said, oh. So he's probably not as fragile as you're thinking, so it's okay.
Yeah. And our zone scheme wasn't really on point today just because it's a lot tougher to do zone scheming when the field are in those conditions. You got to have a lot of linemen running, all that weight running in that water, man. It's not going to work in the zone scheme, so they have to keep running it straight up.
God, so I can't wait till they get back to Cali, back in normal playing conditions.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It'll be fine though, man. We good, Ronbo.
I think so.
We good. We 6-0, and we still rolling. We haven't even played our best football yet, and we still winning. Yeah. So.
All right, fam. Hey, we get some time. Great to hear from you because I see you on the chat all the time. Let's see you tomorrow night if you got a chance, huh?
All right, sounds good. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Talking man. All right, fam. It's talking man. I'm reading up there where it says worth waking up at 5 a.m. Hawaii time. Talking man. Hey, Omar.
Ooh la 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 la. What's up, brother?
I was worried I wasn't gonna get singing tonight. I was so worried. Until that fourth quarter came, I started warming up. Man, that game scared me. Until we got that 6 points. After we got 6, I said, I think that's it. That's all we need.
I know, hey, a win's a win no matter how you get it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. A win's a win. There's going to be games like this. I don't think any quarterback could really throw in this weather. I'm sorry. No. It was so bad. It was raining. Man, it looked like it slipped and slid in front of my lawn.
I tell you.
That's how it looked like.
It was, man.
It was a horrible game.
Mm-hmm.
And I told some of the Niner faithful, I said, if this game was played in 70-degree weather and it was sunny outside, we would have murdered them guys.
Probably. Even George Kittle falling down in front of the goal line. You know that dude wasn't going to stop George from getting to that goal line. See? Oh, man.
He slipped and tripped because he tripped and fell because of the weather conditions were so bad. But, like I said, these games, you have to grind out games. It's not always going to be pretty.
Yeah,
but a win's a win, man. Yeah. Take the wins how they get them. It doesn't matter. I don't care what anybody else says. You know what? We are in good position right now. And next, we got the Panthers. Are we playing that game at home or away?
That's at home.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I said, oh, man, we got to go to the Panthers. But no, this is at home. Cardinals is on the road the following Thursday night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Panthers at home, Cardinals on the road. Yeah.
It is?
As I remember. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be in San Francisco. I mean, in Santa Clara. I keep saying San Francisco.
Well, no,
yeah,
they're still in San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like Candlestick Park, and I miss Candlestick, so.
Everybody does.
I love the stick.
You know,
I love the stick, man.
Oh, yeah. And that's an old style stadium. I think that's what's going wrong now with all these new super stadiums. They're not really just for a football team. They're these multi-purpose facilities. They're not. It doesn't have the same feel, you know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I miss the old stick because we had a lot of good memories there. You know, there was a few letdowns. But there was mostly a lot of wins. So, you know, man, it's pretty good to get the dub tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope we kick ass against the Panthers, and I hope we do good. You know, this sloppy game. So what? And then I heard just before I go, because I don't have other callers, I heard there were some reports about us getting some receivers, and I do agree with you. I think we should keep the guys we have, unless we go after the guy Mohamed Sanu, the guy from Atlanta. He played with Kyle Shanahan. I think that we can get him cheap, and he's a good receiver if you're going that route. But I like Kendrick Bourne. Trent Taylor's coming back. Jalen Hurts coming back.
Yeah.
So we have a good squad coming in.
I think so. That's why I don't want to go buck wild on some expensive wide receiver.
No.
I don't think that's necessary.
No. Well, look at what the Rams are going through. They're mortgaged their whole future on one idiot. And I like Jalen Ramsey. But to mortgage one guy in your whole, you just mortgage your future. So you guys are basically broke. And you gave away, so you have no more draft picks. So what are you going to do? It's like you build your team from the draft, and that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what Kyle Shanahan and John was saying. You know, trust the process, man. We get it brick by brick, man. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rondo. I'm going to cut this one short. I'm going to have other callers, but, man, I love the platform you have for us, man. Like, we love you, Rondo, and keep on rocking it. And I'll call you tomorrow doing Raw and a ooh la la.
Be looking at tomorrow, fam. Have a good night.
Yeah. Hey, Rhonda, hold on, bro. I just want to give a shout out to the whole Dade City Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody there was rocking today.
Yeah.
By the way, we had lunch today. I told you that Matt Breida was from Spring Hill.
Right.
So his parents came to watch the game with us today.
All right. Awesome.
I met Matt Breida's parents for the first time, and I didn't know that they were part of our group. I thought it was a part of my friend's church group. But they're part of the Niner faithful, so they come watch the games with us. So their son called them back because he had an eye injury because they poked him in the eye, but he's cleared protocol, by the way.
Okay, so that was the problem.
So I'm just letting you know. Yes. So his parents are super nice, and they even gave you a shout out. So I'm just happy, you know. I'll try to send you a photo, man, like on your email.
Please let me see that photo. I'm gonna post that up on the app. Thanks,
I'm not
man.
lying to you because his mom's in a wheelchair because she's sick, and then the dad is doing well. So I just want to let you know that. So go Niners, man. Take care, bud.
Awesome. All right, fam. Have a good night.
Take care, bud. You too.
You too. All right. Let's go to Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, you know, surviving another 49er game. You know, before the season's over, we're all going to weigh less than 90 pounds, you know? Yeah, but these games really wear you out. Because they make them, there's always drama almost every game. God. But they survived, so we're cool. But your assessments on this game, Russo, what are you thinking here?
I think I'm the only one that loved what I saw. I mean, this is old school football, Ronbo. I mean, you're talking Joe Staley was out, McGlinchey was out, Juszczyk was out, Debo was out. I mean, that's like the core of our offense. Those are all blockers and like our, you know, and one of our best targets.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then you're talking about the weather. So, I mean, you're going to get a game like this every couple of years where it's going to be a smash mouth old school game where you're playing them in the rain. It's going to be the Mud Bowl, and those games are fun to watch, and we didn't score on it. So we were never losing this game at any point. So for me, like when I look at this game, like I throw out all evaluations out the window. I feel like nothing counts. You do whatever it takes to win the game, and that's what they did. So I mean, you rely on the defense, and you ground and pound, and you just get out of there with a win, and you go back home, and then you get back on track, and you can run your offense because you couldn't run the offense. We saw it. Everybody saw it. Everyone's like, "Oh, how do you drop that pass? How do you miss that field goal? Look at the game. And what do you expect them to do? These are professional athletes. If you guys have been watching our team is a really good team. Like they make some big plays. They're number 4 in offense. So I mean, for me, this was a good win. I have no problem with it.
Oh yeah.
A couple of the play calls play calls by Kyle in the first half were suspect. But then he went more straightforward in the second half, and that's when he started to see results.
And that's what Kyle does. He's always whittling around and experimenting and seeing what'll work and what better not try again. Because he doesn't do anything stupid twice in a row. And it'll be a while between the one play and the next. So he's amazing doing that. He's feeling that team out, the defense. I love when he does that.
There was a little bit too much motions going on and too much. It was just like he was playing as if it was 80 degrees and sunny, but
and dry.
I mean, right. And I mean, other than that, I mean, that's a good team win. They're 6-0. I mean, so I mean, it doesn't matter if we won 50-0. It doesn't make a difference. And as far as where we get ranked, I really don't care where these people rank us because all they're doing at this point is putting patchwork on their shitty preseason assessments because not a single person had this team
trying to justify
winning any games.
So right.
Right. So it's like if they have us ranked number 1 or if they have us ranked 10, what does it matter? Because their opinions mean nothing when these are the same people that said we were going to win 3 games. So why are you looking to them to see where we rank? They don't know. They're still trying to figure out if we're a good team. These people don't know what the Niners are. So
they're still asking.
For me, the rankings
every week.
The rankings mean nothing. Whatever Ronbo thinks, I would trust where you think, Ronbo, more than any of these people that think they're professionals. I really would.
But I'm more biased than they are. That Northeast bias is what pisses me off the most. But then when you come west,
it's crazy.
You don't deserve ice cream doing this. You don't deserve ice cream.
Is that somebody else on the line?
Someone else is on the line, not on my phone.
Okay, is that your house, Rousseau?
No, that ain't my house.
Yeah. Hey, fam, please let me remind everybody. Please don't unmute yourself. We'll unmute you. Okay, go ahead, Rousseau.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's for the game ball. I did see that Kyle gave the game ball to his dad, which I think is really cool. So Mike Shanahan got the game ball. So I guess that's where the game ball should have went. Other than that, I mean, if you ask me, it's probably got to go to Robbie because Robbie scored all our points.
True.
I mean, this is a game where you have, right. So I mean, for me, I would give it to Robbie, but Kyle gave it to his dad. So.
Oh yeah, what do you think about what they went through with Washington? And it's funny. It's the first time Kyle ever came back there to play while he was in charge. That's awesome.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So.
You go ahead.
No. So that's pretty cool that he gave it to his dad. So because his dad was there, he's supporting him and he knows what he's been through, like you said. So definitely, I think the game ball went to the right spot.
Mm-hmm. And did you notice Reuben Foster on the sideline? That was pretty funny. That's quick.
I did. He was laughing. He was laughing it up.
He's just such Reuben, what could have been? Man. But I do like who we got now. I don't know. Russo, what do you think? Would Reuben ever played up to the level of Quan Alexander? He was good.
No.
But I don't know no. I feel better.
He wasn't the ferocious type of player that Quan Alexander was. Quan Alexander isn't super technical. He's just like an absolute monster who knows how to play, and he's gonna freestyle. He's like, coach is like, all right, coach, I'll stay within the lines, but I might step on the line. Reuben Foster is very technically sound. And that's just kind of how he's always played the game. Quan Alexander is just you don't find Quan Alexanders on the street. So when he was available, that was just like, how much do you need? All right, this is what you get. Like that was the signing of the offseason for every single team. He's the heart and soul of this defense.
Tell you. Well, Russo, I tell you what, let me see you tomorrow night on Raw. And appreciate
all right,
you
hey,
there,
before I go, I just wanted to, I know people have been kind of speculating about the wide receiver trade. The last person who called in, who brought up Mohamed Sanu, I know he's not a number 1, but I'll tell you right now, if the 49ers make a trade for a receiver, that's who they're going to get because, the Falcons, they're selling right now, and he has a connection with Kyle Shanahan. So I'll tell you right now, they're not going to go get an A.J. Green or a Julio or an OBJ. If they make a trade, it might be a Sanders type, or I think it's going to be probably a Sanu, who I really thought it would be. So the last caller just brought him up, and I completely agree. I think that's who the 49ers may go get.
Which is no problem with that. Yeah.
No.
Because he knows Shanahan's probably he hit the ground running, and yes, good idea. He's got experience. Yeah. He's got that veteran leadership thing going. All right.
He's got some size, red zone threat. He's nothing spectacular, but I mean, you talk about Taylor coming back, possibly hurt, so he fits in well.
There you go. All right.
All right, Ronbo.
Russo. Check out Russo. And if you see Russo on the chat anywhere, Russo SF49, click him up. He's got his own channel. He got a lot of great content going on all the time. All right, Russo. Have a good night, fam.
All right. Take care, bro.
Thanks. 209 Modesto, California.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. This voice sounds familiar.
Everybody's talking about the wide receivers. I think we're fine with what we have, and everybody is slowly surely they're coming back off of the injury list.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be just fine.
I agree.
And I think Jimmy G knew who he wanted to throw the ball to. And plus, I don't think he's never played in a weather like that. But if it wasn't raining, guaranteed we would have destroyed them.
I agree. Lori, is that you?
No, it's Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Really?
I agree. I want to see. That's why I don't want any judgments passed on Jimmy today. Can we wait until next week? And then, granted, we can't.
I think we're going to do fine next week because, there's people coming back next week. I mean, Joe Satan looked good when he was out there practicing and everything else. Mm-hmm. He's going to return. If he doesn't return with the Panthers, he'll return the following week. But I think we're fine with what we have. And another thing I want to address, everybody should look at Shanahan like a Bill Walsh type. He's kind of like a mastermind like Bill Walsh.
I know. He's brilliant, isn't he? Brilliant.
Mm-hmm. He knows what he's doing.
At all times. Even when it doesn't look like he doesn't know what he's doing, he's going through a process. Whenever you're confused by what he's doing, it's by design. And then in the second half or earlier, he destroys teams' defenses. So he'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think everybody had, a great game. And Nick Bosa, he's one of my favorites. He had a good game. Quan Alexander, he was great.
Yeah.
And if Kittle, my boy, that's my boy, if he didn't fit, he would have made that touchdown.
I know.
Guaranteed.
They weren't going to stop him. Not that close.
But I was a nervous wreck from the beginning to the ending. I was so nervous on that game.
Yeah, you and me both. Gosh. It looked like there was no way to get anything done. If we got anything done, the water was just going to take us right out of it. The only thing they could do was run. And it's hard to just run. You got to be able to throw some passes. But mainly, all we could really do was run and hope that if you throw a pass, it could be received.
But everybody was saying that Jimmy G was making his decision. He was making the decision to throw the ball to Kittle. That's what he was doing.
Well,
he wanted to get the ball to Kittle.
But you know what he's got to stop doing, though, Sharon? There's one thing he does have to. Don't telegraph that shot. You put George in danger, and there's a danger involved also of the ball getting picked off. So, look it off, look left, look right, and then come back to him. If you already know you're going to throw it to him, George knows. And, Shannon will
Richie
adjust
James
these
had
things.
a good game, too.
Who?
Richie James had a good run.
Oh, yeah, he did today. He really did. Gosh, that would have been a touchdown, too. Maybe had been able to cut. But, again, slippery conditions.
And the one that we had that was a touchdown, they should have reviewed that one because
Kendrick?
I believe he wasn't touched. Yeah.
I know.
That would have been a touchdown right there if they would have threw the flag and challenged it.
Shucks.
And it would have overturned to a touchdown.
Yeah. And then we couldn't get it.
Oh, well, I'll take that 9-0 win anyway.
Yes, indeed, we will. Doesn't matter. It's still a W. And our record is 6-0, no matter how
6-0.
ridiculous that game was.
Oh, man, it was crazy, but I was like a wreck. I was so quiet for a minute.
Oh, God. I really did. I got to tell you, Sharon, I really was concerned in the first half. I thought we were going to go into overtime, into a 0-0 tie. Do you know how?
Well, they came out with their game plan on and everything. They came at us, but I guess we woke up in the fourth quarter, so we're not going to take that.
They didn't really have a game plan. They had Adrian Peters was going to run it down our throats the whole game. And
all they did was run the ball. They didn't do the ball. They just run the ball and pass it. They didn't throw the ball at all. And look at all the penalties they have. We had no penalties whatsoever. Did anybody see that?
I know.
We had none.
I think we had one, Solomon Thomas. Well, not
Well,
on
yeah,
offense.
one. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, not on offense, though. Yeah, only Solomon on defense. We were pretty good, actually. No
It was
holding.
Solomon Thomas.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're getting really good. Let's see what they look like next
I
week.
think the next couple of weeks when everybody comes back will be fine. I don't think they need to bring anybody else in. I'm with Richard Sherman.
Yeah, I think Russo's right. If they bring in anybody, it'll be somebody like Mohamed Sanu, but that's it. Share way to go, though. I'm certainly delighted to hear from you. Let's see if you get a chance tomorrow. We'll be back, okay?
All righty.
All right, Sharon. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. And we go to Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, what was your prediction yesterday? Didn't you have a low score?
I told you it was gonna be low scoring, but it was. I just told you it was gonna be a tougher game because them winning their first game. That's what that was. I just told you it was gonna be a closer game because they were more on them winning the game.
You didn't go crazy, though. 31 points. 49ers been averaging somewhere between 25 and 30 anyway. So
No, well, see, I didn't. My thing was I didn't factor the weather. I didn't think about. I would have made it a lot scoring game. I would have made it a lot less. I would have gave it maybe like 17-10 or 17-3. I just didn't factor the weather in. After the fact, I didn't know it was gonna rain until I'm watching the pregame show. I'm like, oh, it's raining. I said, oh, well, that's gonna be a lower score. I didn't factor the weather in. I thought it was gonna be a sunny day like it is out here.
Yeah. And they said the wind was blowing too. Kind of windy conditions.
Yeah. See, I didn't. Yeah, I would have gave a whole different score.
Yeah.
Just because of that.
Well, anyway, in proportion, it was still shut them out. We scored 9. So in real time, with normal weather, your score is probably right on time.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It
was.
Still good. It was a good win. It was just more. This one was more ground and pound. So I like the game.
Emilio? See, because Emilio says he liked that game. I like that game for what it was, but I don't want to go through that again this year. Hell, I don't want to go through that again next year either. Man, that was just terrible. It was making me crazy. We can't do nothing. Man, get up off the ground, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, we're falling down. Takes 2 steps and drops. Oh. Hey, Monroe. We need Emilio tomorrow, I guess. Monroe.
What's going on, Ronbo? It's been a long time.
Man, I'm recovering. I feel like, just got out the hospital out of some serious procedure or something, and I'm convalescent. And the game made me so tired. Jesus.
Uh-oh. It's been a long time, Ronbo.
Yeah, Monroe, I just realized something. We haven't heard from you since last year.
Uh-huh.
You live in the Bay Area, right?
Then, well, I moved out the Bay Area, so now I'm in Fairfield now.
But you were there last time we talked. You was in Oakland. Hayward?
Yeah, I was in San Leandro.
See, yeah, I knew he was out there somewhere. Yeah. Good to hear from you, fam. You enjoying this 49ers team at 6-0?
Oh man, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Go Niners all the way.
It's hard to imagine. We went from worse to damn near first. What am I talking about? We are first. I need to know, how the Hawks doing? Because if they're getting their butt beat, which I hope they is, we're going to put them 2 games behind us.
I tried to call you when we played the Rams, but the calls was too long. I was trying to ask you, what Bolton State of Baker Mayfield? Remember you talking to him when he was...
Oh, he kept calling his name while he was out on the field and freaking him out. Baker.
I wanted to say this, Ronbo.
Baker. Come on, Baker.
Rudy.
Come on. Challenge us.
Rudy. Where are you, Rudy? Rudy.
Where is he? Why hasn't Rudy won't talk to us anymore? I don't know what that's about. Rudy, you're very rude. Last year you wouldn't stop talking to us, and now we never get to see you anymore. We miss you, Rudy. Come on out.
But I'm gonna say about this game. Hey, this reminds me of old school football.
Yeah, that's what Russo just said.
I mean, you can't make them passes. It's tough to do all that stuff in that rain. This was a mud bowl game. So you just got to get dirty, play that defense, and run that ball. I don't care if you get 4 carries, 4 yards per carry.
That's all we did.
Pound them, wear them out, kick the field goal. We can win by field goals in an ugly game like this. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but this was an ugly game. You see when Bosa made that sack, and he ran and slid. You see all that water came up? That was a good woman too.
It was a quagmire. That was just awful.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Jimmy G, this is the first time Jimmy G made a bad throw to me. This is the first game that he actually made a bad throw that's on him.
That's true.
Because all them other ones was bouncing off. All them other ones was bouncing off the receiver's hand. This is the actual true interception that was on him.
Well, nothing makes me madder than that. Ball bouncing off everybody but the right receiver. And, it'll get better. Kyle's going to tighten that up.
Yeah.
That game, they'll get better.
Yeah. Now, we about to go whoop on Carolina, though. We got to go whoop on them.
I know that.
And Cam Newton better not play. Actually, I want Cam Newton to play. Because that's going to be even easier.
Yeah, Cam's not playing. Cam's out.
Okay.
Cam may be out for – you know what? That quarterback they may not let Cam come back at all. Cam may get traded. So we'll see. And because I understand there's a lot of people who would take him too. Rams. The Rams, I wouldn't put nothing past the Rams. They might trade for Cam because that's a strange organization. Monroe,
there's too much money in golf.
Yeah, they act like money's no object in L.A. But Monroe, we're going to go, fam. Let me, since you check back in, hopefully get back in here tomorrow night, okay?
All right, I'll check you out. Go Niners all the way, baby. Ronbo Sports. I'm out.
Thanks, Monroe. Good to hear from you, too. Let's get back. All right, fam. Emilio.
Yeah.
Go ahead, fam. Where you
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah.
No, like I was saying, I liked the game. It was a good granted. It was just more our defense and.
Emilio. Well, let me make this announcement, though. The Ravens are currently leading 13-10 over the Hawks. 3:40 left in the second quarter.
That's good. No, I seen that pick six before I left the house. I was like, okay. I saw that because
Rusty got
the Seahawks were winning. Yeah, it was a pick six. They ran it back.
I'm so sick of the Seahawks and everybody rating them. That's one of the greatest teams in the NFL. Oh, would you stop with that? They're okay, but they ain't nothing special this year. Granted, Russell Wilson is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen, but they need more than just him to take it to the promised land. I'm out of here.
Now, yeah, the previous play, I guess Russell Wilson that threw a touchdown, he just tossed it up there, and there was a flag on the play. And I guess the Ravens all stopped playing, and then I think it was Lockett that caught it. And
Probably.
It was just like
that's his main
go
dude.
for the ball. So yeah, so I saw him. He just tossed it up there, and he just caught it. And then
that works only
I
for
guess
him.
The Ravens.
Nobody else.
He just tossed it up and he cut. He's only got one receiver. I'm like, hey, that's his number one receiver.
He's been doing that for years, though. Russell Wilson, the only quarterback I've ever seen, even he does that more than Aaron Rodgers. Just throw the ball up there randomly. Just throw it way up in the air and let it come down somewhere in the air zone. His guy will catch it.
It just tells you that their receivers can do the jump ball.
You know what? It is on them. You're right.
You know what that tells me? I think they actually practice that.
I do
with
too.
their defense. They just toss that up and throw it and see who catches it. Hopefully the offense comes up with the ball. I think he practices that stuff. Honestly, for them to actually be able to do that a lot, I think that's what they actually do with it. There's no really other way that a receiver just out of nowhere.
That's it. And the defense is not as good as they used to be. I'm sorry. People keep talking about how great they're. That defense is not as good as it used to be. Come on, man. That's why I look forward to that game. We're going to see. Because I got a feeling I might. Just like I knew about the Rams, too. I said, man, y'all talk about the Rams got a chokehold on the West. Do you realize how much that team has lost? Don't tell me that team has still got a chokehold on the West. There's no way. See, we proved it, too, last week. I'm delighted. Emilio still there? I lost Emilio again. Emilio, we'll see you tomorrow, fam. All right. Hey, Kevin.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Emilio.
Yeah.
Give me that one more because we're out of time.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, like I said, it was a good game. I liked it. It was just, not high scoring, but, it's all good. Like I said, it was just.
We still 6-0. So that's, that's the thing.
Yeah, no, that's the positive thing. That's the positive thing about it. 6-0, let's just go ahead and beat the Panthers. But all righty.
All right, fam. Look for you tomorrow if you get a chance. All right. Night, Emilio.
Night.
And it's so used to saying good night. And it's like early in the day because we'd have played way too early. That's why I can't even talk now. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Ronbo. How's it going?
It's going great. As long as I keep looking at the score and it says the Hawks are losing, I'm delighted. It's just a wonderful day.
You know what's funny is, so you know how the Rams traded Marcus Peters to the Ravens? That was the guy who got the pick six. So isn't that funny?
It's hilarious. And what's the name's out there too? The Pro Bowl safety. It's really funny.
Earl Thomas.
Earl's out there. So that's hilarious stuff. I love it.
But Ronbo, I freaking love that game today, man. 9-0. That's old school football in the rain.
Everybody's saying that.
I know another caller called in and said that they didn't know what the weather was like, and I thought it was going to be an easy win. But when I saw the pouring rain, I was like, that's the only way the Redskins would possibly have a chance if it was bad weather, and that's what it was. But we got the win. We're 6-0, and I'm loving what we're doing right now.
They're building character. Even through a sloppy game like that, if nothing else is achieved, you've built strength of character, knowing you can win if you just go do it. And
Exactly. Exactly. Well, Kendrick Bourne today. he had two or three catches, but those were the biggest catches of the game. And I know Richie James had a huge 30-yard catch too. So those were probably the 3 points of the game where the
turning points.
Broadcast crews.
Biggest contributions came from the lesser guys, not lesser guys, but the guys that aren't so much dependent on for that kind of play came through, and that says something about that team a lot.
Exactly, and what I love about this team too is the depth. Solomon Thomas had a couple penalties early on in the game, and they came in and stuck Julian Taylor in at nose tackle, and he was huge on that fourth down stop, and you got a fumble recovery. So this team is deep. We're down 5 starters on offense, and
and we got good talent coming
2 or 3 on defense. So
Kevin, you just pointed out something. Somebody was saying on the chat, I want Solomon Thomas out here now. Now I said, what? I thought he had a pretty good game. You just pointed out something I forgot about. Julian Taylor was probably in the game because Solomon was made to sit down.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It's funny.
I didn't think about that.
Solomon, he's kind of up and down because, last week he had a great sack kind of on the inside. He ran around that guard and freaking smacked Jared Goff. So it's like he's got some plays that, are highlight plays, and then other things you're just like, what are you doing? Although I think it was a bad call on that roughing the passer. I don't think he hit him late. I think that was a bad call. So
it was a split-second thing. Just as he released, Solomon was making his play. That was a bad call, extremely questionable. So
But yeah, the D line is awesome. I mean, the Niners are great. I know you got other callers, Ronbo, but I appreciate you letting me speak my mind, and thanks for giving us a platform to talk about 49ers. And I'll call back another time.
Thanks, Kevin. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
We'll be back.
Thank you, Ronbo.
So look for you then. All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right.
Night. And there is the Iron Sheik.
Oh la la! Ronbo, we were 6-0.
I was so worried I wasn't going to get to. I got to tell you, at the half, I started entertaining the thought of a 0-0 tie and how embarrassing that would be, and I wouldn't be able to sing "Ooh la la."
You can do it now, Ronbo. But I was talking to Trey, and when he said that in the Night on Fan Club, I was like, "Oh no, that might actually happen. A 0-0 tie might be happening because of the weather." But the thing is, Ronbo, that's why Kyle and his father, we got that win for them because they're running attack, and that's what they do, and it's great for this type of weather. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know, I believe it was a female caller that said that Jimmy Garoppolo is not really comfortable with the weather. Well, that's incorrect because he was from Chicago. He went to New England. It's snowing and it's cold and it's different type of weather, crazy weather over there.
Eastern Conference. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
But the thing is, Ronbo,
go ahead. It's 13-13. Oh, damn it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But the thing is about also, the other couple said that the Peters got that pick six. Rams, how you doing? You're broke. You're bankrupt, like Will said. But I also wanted to give you some stats. I don't know if you know this, but we broke the record of 49er history. We had in 6 games, we have 64 points. We beat in 1976, the 49ers gave up to 63 points. That was the last time we had that. So, kudos to all the 49ers organization to do this. The defense, solid defense, doing all that. And also the bright side as well. Matt Breida, he cleared concussion protocol. He just got poked in the eye. So I don't know if you caught that, guys.
The guy from Dade, he just told me about that. Wow. Well, at least it's not a concussion. That's got to be, the eye's got to be hurting.
Yes. Everybody's been poked in the eye. It's not a fun thing.
You got to have had been poked in the eye before to know how bad that hurts. God, that's painful.
Yeah. But the thing is, another thing, Ron, but I also want to give up to the 49ers. We also got only two penalties. One of them should not be called on Solomon Thomas. I think that was ridiculous. It was not to the head. It was right when he threw the ball at the same time, and I think they should have let that go.
Yeah,
I don't know if the rain affected him or they're just blind or needs new glasses.
I think sometimes he just coughs in his whistle, and he can't take it back. He could say, "Oh, sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean to." He can't do that, so he's got to make that stupid call.
Exactly, and I know I get it. You want to protect the quarterback, but come on, guys, this is what we play for. This is not flag football. He didn't hit him in the head. He didn't go to the leg.
That's what I was right to his chest. It was a clean hit. There was no helmet to help with contact. He grabbed him in the midsection. Unless he was calling, did Solomon fall on top of him? I don't know what that was about. Because,
he just
as soon as he released that ball, it was simultaneous. He releases the ball. Solomon's on him at the same exact time. There must have been a split second between him and getting rid of the ball. You can't call that. How's the guy going to put his brakes on an inch away from somebody? It's not possible.
And the thing is, Ronbo, it's like these doubters are still happening on different platforms and this and that and about this team. And, even these Redskins fans constantly say they're going to beat us. And then I'm like, dude, you're not going to beat us. With what? Keenum? Kyle, he circled that game around for his father for a reason. He gave the game ball for him. So, but I also wanted to, I don't want to keep you too long, Ronbo, but I know you have other callers. But I also wanted to give the game ball to the offense, a ball. I'm going to give it to Kendrick Bourne. He did key catches for us. When third down, he was really on point on that. He helped us a lot. Kittle always gets game balls. So I think Kendrick Bourne needs that love.
And it's kind of, what you said to me was kind of normal. Exactly.
Yeah, so he does too key to position when he does have the targets around him. So he helps us. He's on a guy that we need, and I think Sunu could be the potential because I think that could be because Kyle likes to spread it around, and Sunu would definitely be a good spot for him if we do break him up.
Hey.
But the defense is like the other game ball. I'm going to give it to Nick Bosa. He's been tackling quarterback hits, that key sack to end the game. He's been doing it. And he's Defensive Player of the Year, and he's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have the best defense in my eyes right now, better than New England, because New England doesn't play good teams. We did.
That's right.
So,
all right, Sheik.
Yeah.
Great stuff as usual.
Right.
I'll be looking for you tomorrow night,
huh? Definitely. Faithful! Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. We beat them 9-0. Flip that B around. It's 6-0, baby. Let's go. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports. Sub, share, hit that like.
Night, fam.
Later.
And D. Lance, hello.
Yo, what's good, Ronbo?
Hey, Lance. Another win.
Man.
Hard fought.
Yes, indeed.
But they got it.
Yes, indeed. Like I was a bit worried because of Washington. They had the rain on their side.
Yeah, they must play that all the time. God.
Yeah, like our offense couldn't get down there and score, but our defense was holding. I was like, man, I hope towards the end of the game don't have nothing freak happen, nothing freakish happen, because we only had 6 points at the time, and they could have easily got a
touchdown,
extra point, and that would have been the game. But we did good. Like I was real proud of Jimmy G. Like he looked it good. Like it was quite a few times when the pocket collapsed on him, and we had Jimmy G gave him a couple of moves. I was like, "Oh, what you doing?" I was like, He was up in that movie.
Exactly.
Moving.
It's not what he wants to do. Yeah. Because before he might go left to right and get sacked, but now Jimmy G's coming out there running. Almost ran for a first down. He did run for one first down. Come to think of it.
Yeah, he did. But like we playing real good team ball. Like we playing real good team ball. I want to give a shout out to Julian Taylor.
Yes.
Just because he had 2 big stops for us, 2 of them. And the second one, I was like, man, we need a turnover. We need a turnover, and we got it. We got that from. We did it.
If they just could have blocked for him, I'd have loved to see Julian Taylor trot all the way into the end zone. If they just could have got one more block for him. Gosh.
Yeah, like the only issue I had was with the O-line. Like with the just because of how the game was going, we were dealing with the elements of the rain. Like our running backs, they they some speed guys, so they need that extra push, that extra blocking. Like it was quite a few plays where like the running back went, and if we had that extra push from the old line, we could have picked up a 3 yards. Like whenever you playing in the rain, like every inch counts.
Absolutely. Every inch.
Yeah, so like that was the only thing. Like I feel like the O line could have gave a little bit more effort, like really kind of pushing behind the running back and things like that, instead of every time they run into Redskins defenders.
Well,
overall, we played pretty good.
And you're missing Juice, and he makes a lot of difference in that run case. Even if the offensive linemen have knocked everybody out of the way, Juice picks off that one last dude that's in the way. And, because Dwelly's not Juice, so.
Hey, like he does, but at the same time, like our backup, they getting some good playing time right now. If we really want to play deep into the season, going into the playoffs, like our backups gonna really need to play and give our starters some rest. Right now, I look at it as a blessing. Juice getting some rest right now.
Yeah,
but when we really need him,
he'll be ready.
When we really need him, he gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready. Joe Staley supposed to be coming back soon. We got Witherspoon coming back. E-Man gets some good rest in. Like we good. All around.
And like you say, we're 6-0. We ain't lost some games while they're at. So when they come back, if anybody's getting ready to take advantage of us, and our schedule's going to get tougher at the next couple of weeks, it's too late. We're back.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ronbo, I'm over here smiling. Hey, I'm right now. It's like the cowgirls. They play like it's 7 right now. So they like you got these cowgirl friends over here sweating. They don't know what to think about the game. They just want to get rid of Stacey Jerry.
Yeah. Well, they got to wait till the end of the season. It'll be too late. We got to go though, fam.
Yeah.
Lance, let me see tomorrow if you get a chance, huh?
Oh yeah. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
All right. Yeah, you too.
Thanks. And okay, so we go to Nighthawk. Nighthawk.
What's up, man? But what's going on?
Well, we're 6-0. 6-0 Nighthawk. That's what's going on right now. And Nighthawk.
There's been nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, we went through all that rain and all that terribleness, and now next week, 49ers going to be so happy to be back on dry ground. Ain't no telling what's going to happen next week. I look for this team to go buck wild next weekend. I really do. Man, because they know they can win, Nighthawk. They know they can win.
Yeah, but one thing I like about they got the best defense. I like the defense, but the offense need tune-up.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's a work in progress. It'll be a minute. It'll be a minute. A few more minutes. I don't know when.
But I think they need to add I know they don't need no wide receiver, but I think they should add a top receiver to the offense.
Well, you got Trent Taylor coming back along with. I really want to know what Jalen Hurd brings to this wide receiver room. I have a problem with bringing people in and making any of the youngsters sit down. Maybe they will. Let me see. The 49ers ain't going to take no BS deal, though. They ain't giving up a whole lot of high-round draft picks and all that stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, but see, the other quarter's talking about somebody from Atlanta. What's his name?
Mohamed Sanu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind him. He wouldn't be real expensive, and you might be able to get him for a 4th or 5th round pick because Sanu's no teenager, and he's more of a number two receiver. So they might go that direction. I don't know.
And plus, Shanahan, I mean, he can pick him up. Shanahan knows about him.
Yeah, and that's something. He knows Shanahan's system pretty well. He knows what to do. So, yeah, if Sanu's available, they might pull the trigger. I don't know what they're going to give up, but, yeah, he's possible.
Yeah, so if they get him, then that'd be – but the defense, oh, God, that defense
Defense doesn't need anything but to stay healthy.
They don't need nothing, man. Bosa is the man.
Bosa's a freak. I had no idea. I knew he was going to be good, but I got to tell the truth. I didn't know he was going to be this good. Oh, good God. He's in that backfield all day.
The Redskins could not do shit.
Nobody can. And that dude that played against him, I knew he was going to be dead meat. That dude, what is his name? Anyway, he's been in the league for a long time. And I says, what? He can't stop Bosa? Okay, good. And also, the other guy, offensive lineman, pretty good offensive lineman, he couldn't do nothing with Eric Armstead either. He held Armstead a couple times.
What? Who cares? And you know what? I don't care the score is 9-0. We are 6-0.
That's right. And about
it was an ugly game, but you know what? It was an ugly game, but you know what? We won 9-0, and we are 6-0.
Ain't nothing
ooh la la.
That's right. And ooh la la. We're going places. I'm telling you, if we win next week, ain't no telling what's going to happen. You know why? That's 7. The Cardinals, I do not believe the 49ers are going to lose to the Cardinals. Nighthawk, That'd be
Yeah.
8-0 start.
And I want to know where is the guy, the lamb shop. He always talking shit about we not good. He not talking no more.
Rudy, he won't talk to us anymore. I don't know. We've invited him back. We've sent out invitations and cards. I think some of us sent flowers. He doesn't want to talk to
No,
us
you know
anymore.
why he can't. You know why he can't talk because he beat his team so bad.
And then his team just showed out today. They beat the Falcons up. Oh, they just beat them up. Oh, they just went nuts. So we'll see him at the end of the season.
So I'm so happy today, man. We are 6-0.
Feels good, doesn't it? And that get happy. I'm gonna see you tomorrow night on Raw.
Can you give me a shout out?
You know I can. A nighter!
Oh yeah. One thing before I go. Hit that like. Nighthawk is out. We are 6-0. Fuck everybody. I'm out.
Nighthawk. Yo, hey, and now, one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trez. Let me get my. Trez.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo, go on and throw all the red and gold you can find up in it.
Oh man, it's like it's raining like it was. It's raining like it was in Washington. I'm just throwing red gold everywhere, man.
Ronbo, this is what I want. This is what I want these people to understand, Ronbo. You know, everybody wants to win sexy. Everybody wants the blowout. We ain't gonna. They want the big Jimmy G game every game. That is not gonna happen every game. Okay, the conditions were bad. You know what I'm saying? We got the job done, and you know, like I say, each week, you know, you have somebody different to step up in the game. That's what
that?
champions are made of.
That's a winning team.
That's what
boy.
champions are made of.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what champions are made of, man. Everybody contributing, Rumble. Everybody. So you know, then that shows you that you have no weaknesses. You can go. You can if you're struggling here, you can turn here. You know, we always got a out to probably turn to. You know, so and somebody might come in off the bench and be that spark we need, like Kendrick.
Julian Taylor
So, you know,
and Kendrick.
Yeah, Taylor. Right. So everybody need to, you know, step back off the sexy look and the sexy wins. You know, because we 6-0. We were 5-0, but now we 6-0, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling, Rumbo. It just is what it is. You know?
Throw some love at Richie James too. Well, I tell you, Trez, you hit it right on the head, man. We got people that come out of nowhere. K1 made a couple of brilliant plays that could have been broke big. J Dub was doing his job again tonight.
Yeah.
Man.
So, you know, like I say, you know, everything gonna
Ain't
be
no
sexy.
INT.
You know, we want the sexy picks. We want the sexy plays. We want, you know, that's how our fans made up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Trez,
it ain't gonna be that way, man.
You're right there at the pulse of what's good. Is he getting ready to have a fire sale in Atlanta?
Yes, sir, Rumbo. He was put out there. Him and Vic Beasley was put out there supposedly on the trading block.
I heard about Beasley a few days ago, but I didn't know Sanu too.
Yeah, but I didn't hear that that we were interested. Though I didn't hear that at all. But yeah, I did hear that on Sports Talk Radio 92, the game here. That Talk was you know offloading some players while they could and see what they can get. Quinn is fired. Bottom line, he fired. So,
okay.
No, he's gonna be fired.
Not official.
He's
Tomorrow
fired,
morning,
so.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, not official. Yeah, but he's out of there. So enough of them. We ain't talking about them, Rumbo. We talking about us. You know
I
what
was concerned about Sanu and were they serious? But go ahead. Yes. But talk about how much you appreciated that win.
Oh yeah, I really appreciated it. And like I said, it was ugly, it wasn't sexy, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And we gotta fall with it and roll with it, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I care about is that W, man. That W. And we got that. So
we go get some sexy wins. We go get some. It's, you know, you just can't get them every week, and don't get mad when you don't.
Right. And then, like people were saying, the little faults in Jimmy's game as far as him staring down receivers. Yeah, everybody stare down the receiver too. Come on. Those things can be fixed and should get worked out. But, Matt Ryan stay him down. Shit, why you think he throw interceptions like he do? Everybody. And Matt Ryan's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm serious.
True.
I mean,
no, I
Tom
know.
Brady stare down receivers from time to time. So, I mean, it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All day long. So, like I say, we'll get it fixed, hopefully sooner than later, but let's not be so down and stay on the positive with our team. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm glad to see that each week there is somebody to step up and, and make a difference. And we pull it out. So, hey, that's it.
And
Shout
Trez,
out to that defense again.
There's a bottom line right there. We can make these bad mistakes, learn, and then we still got the win. This is the best of both worlds. You got to learn, and then you pick up that knowledge. In the meantime, no L. Oh, I love this.
That's what champions are made of, Ronbo. It's never an easy road to it, Ronbo. I mean, everybody should know that.
Oh yeah.
It's never an easy road.
When
you want something bad, you got to go out and you got to earn it first of all. Then you got to take it, and taking it ain't gonna be easy.
No.
So you think if anybody think that teams is gonna lay down for us because we 6-0 or anything else, you got another thing coming. I don't give a fuck if they're 1-5, 1-7, 2 in this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right, exactly. They gunning for you because they want to be the team to say, hey, we defeated them. Even when they were undefeated. You know what I'm saying? It's a notch on their belt. So hey, we gotta come out and we gotta have the same intensity and play each week. Because what we always say, any given Sunday, Rumble, any given Sunday. So ain't nobody gonna take nobody lightly, and luckily we stay focused and we're coming out with W's, man. Yes. Hard work pays off, Rumble, and the preparation this week paid off because we got the W. Like I said, everybody chill on the this and that, celebrate your win. We back at it Monday morning. We working and we going on to the next one.
There you go. All right.
Shout out to my TNT family, Rumble. Shout out to you, and we out of here.
Thanks, Trez. I hope to see you tomorrow, too. All right, fam?
All right. Have a good one.
You too. And there's James. Hey, James.
What's up, Ronbo?
James, like Trez said, we ain't going to have a sexy win every week, but I'll be damned if we're not 6-0. And it's going to get rough from here. Now we're the team with the target. Here they come. That undefeated 49ers team. Everybody's going to be playing their best ball now. Oh, no matter what them talking heads are talking about, 49ers are a team that probably at some point is going to have to show their real colors. Shut up. God. But anyway, James, assess this game tonight, fam. What are you thinking here? James? James, we can't hear you, James. There's a disconnect somewhere.
Hello, Ronbo.
Yo,
Ronbo.
James, are you out in the backyard working?
No. Now, can you hear me now?
A little better now. It still sounds a little strange, but I can hear you.
Okay, I had walked away from my phone for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, don't use speakerphone. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was about to say is, I was listening to the callers and, I understand there's a mixed party because some people wanted to see more, but you got to understand that field was absolutely like a skating rink, okay?
Oh, yes, it was.
Either ice skating rink or roller skating rink, okay? It was just like it. And they went out there. They went out there on a day in such, adverse conditions. And I almost, a lot of people from Nuno's, where 49ers fans hang out, the owners are Niners fans, and it was probably 35% of the crowd was down in D.C. at that game. And they were freezing, but they were still happy and cold because we got to win. So I really be happy and cold, wet down my mid parts, soaked. And please don't pass no gas when you're all wet back there in your back here.
Oh God!
But
it
anyway,
travels, don't it?
Yeah, it travels. And so, and it goes straight, it goes down south. It will not go north or east or west. But at the same time, it was a win. And I'm just looking at them like saying to myself, okay, they're built to go the distance right now. And I'm listening at people say, oh, we need to go get a number one receiver and this and that. And I don't care if you had 2 Julio Joneses out there on the field like that today.
Julio would have been slipping and sliding too. Yeah.
Would have been slipping and sliding just like anybody else. And let's not forget, for those that I don't know if they're aware of it, we're going to some point within the next, I guarantee you, I would say 4 games, and I'm not even a person that gambles. We're either going to get back Trent Taylor, Jalen Hurd, or Jordan Matthews. Okay? Mind you, they did re-sign Jordan Matthews. They're probably waiting for him to get in football shape or whatever. I don't know what's going on. But I will say this much. They're primed right now. I just look at the last couple of weeks and what we've done in game 3. We beat the Steelers 24-20, gave up a lot of turnovers, and then we moved on to the Browns. We beat them 31-3. We beat the Rams 20-7. And this week here, we beat the Redskins 9 points won the game because they had nothing.
But didn't give them nothing.
Didn't give them nothing.
These margins are getting smaller and smaller. Always less than 10 last 3 games.
That's exactly right. The defense is stifling teams, not just beating them, stifling them. Okay? Who was it?
Quarterback scared to throw.
Scared to throw. And listen, one thing I will say on that interception, I'm going to tell you something, man. Dante Pettis needs to find himself, bro. I understand Jimmy threw it to him, probably anticipating and saying, well, if you can't make the catch, at least fight for the ball to keep it away from the defender. He got gunshot like he didn't want to get the purple knocked out of the green, blue, yellow, and red hair that he got. Okay?
Dante, and this is the coaches too.
He never raised a hand to try to fight for the ball from the defender. That right there. I don't know how to take that, but I'm gonna take it for what it is. Okay, Jimmy got the interception behind that. Last week in the when we played the Kansas Spams, Debo was supposed to come back to the pylon, and George Kittle was held coming out of the block off the line, and they didn't throw a flag. Okay, they called that play today of Solomon Thomas roughing the passer. Look at how Jimmy was, how they would, throwing out players around. They wouldn't call nothing. Somebody fell on top of somebody. I thought Brunskill was getting ready to lose, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that.
That Redskins defense. He fell on Tevin Coleman, I believe it was. Somebody, might have been Jeff Wilson. He kind of had to look at it like, hey, man, I could afford to get ejected. You understand? You do that one more time if you like. Brunskill stood there like he had something to say to him, man.
Yeah, well, he gave him a shove. So
yeah, he did. Not just a shove. He fell on him. Like he was tired, and I guess he said, well, I'm going to fall on him. We need to make him get thrown out of their game where they can start getting some ejections.
James,
turn around and win.
But James, we're gonna cut it. But let me see you tomorrow night. And James,
Niners are 6-0, and we go. What you do? Have a great evening. Be blessed. See you tomorrow night by the Great Cigar.
Thanks, James.
6-0 Niners, we coming, baby. Before you know it, we'll be 10-0. We'll be hosting NFC Championship in Levi. Cut me off, Ronbo, because I'll keep going. Yeah, you.
Good night, James.
Good night, Ronbo. Thank you for what you do. Be blessed, man. 6-0 Niners. Yeah.
We're going to New York.
Raising Lombardi, too. Yeah.
347, New York. All right. Hello.
Yeah, Ronbo. What's up, Ronbo? This Paulie from Jersey.
Oh, wow. Boy.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you,
I got
boy.
myself a new phone, so I know the new phone is not coming up because I'm not getting the red and gold alerts. I gotta set it up with Google somehow. I gotta figure that out because I want to get on the show tomorrow night.
All right. So there you go.
Yeah, but we looking good, baby. We looking
amazing.
good, Ronbo.
We're looking amazing. It's crazy.
We look amazing. Number one defense in the NFL, man. And let me tell you, defense is what wins Super Bowls.
Each and every time.
Defense, and you gotta be able to run that ball. And as soon as we get the Jet McKinnon back, we got a three-headed monster in the backfield.
Well, actually, as soon as you get Juice back, that running game turns back on again to the next level. Right now, they're getting away with
Absolutely.
Dwelly. And because right now we got the guys who can run. And it would be nice to see what McKinnon would look like. But right now, actually, those guys can carry it. Matty Breida he's just amazing.
Matty Breida is a superstar. Matty Breida deserves to go to the Super Bowl to the Pro Bowl this year. And Coleman's not too far behind him. Coleman's like one of the leaders in rushing, I think, right? If he's not number one, he's up there.
Yeah, well, I think Matty B's first, of course. I think Coleman's got to be right behind him. If Mostert, Mostert screwed up tonight. He came right in and got a fumble. We got lucky because the refs stopped the play. And Mostert comes right in and coughs up the ball. He really does have a problem with that. I was hoping that was something he worked out.
That's a shame because I'm a fan from I'm rooting for Mostert because I know the kid can ball. The kid can ball. So I was devastated when I saw that because I was like, damn, man, the one play they throw you in, you cannot give up that ball, man.
No.
So you don't want to get in, Shanahan's doghouse. You know what I'm saying? So
hopefully he'll get rid of you.
He works his way out of there. But like you said, we got Breida, and like I know you got other callers. I'll keep it quick. But the two things I want to say right now, because I'm not going to jump the gun and start throwing up 6 Super Bowls yet. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to say
we need to relax,
I'm
calm down.
I'm going to press on the brakes. I'll press on the brakes right now. But I will say this: the NFC playoffs is going to be very, very exciting. Everybody that we play is going to be a very exciting game, and we're going to compete. And I think we're going to kick ass. And one thing that we got over every other team in this league is that the Patriots or the Packers, whoever the fuck it is, anybody, if one guy goes down, the Seahawks, if they lose Russell Wilson, any one of these other teams, if they lose one of their guys, they're done. And the 49ers, we have 6 starters not even in the game right now. We have backups our third string guys can play ball on other teams. We have so much depth that we can afford. If God forbid, I ain't saying God forbid, Jimmy Garoppolo goes down and we miss him for a couple games, we got Nick Mullins to come step right in his place and keep this shit going.
Probably.
We got backups, man. We got backup wide receivers. Taylor hasn't even gotten on the field yet. I can't wait to see what he can do. We got cornerbacks, like our third, fourth string cornerbacks. If somebody goes down, somebody else is stepping up. Man, the sky's the limit for us this year, Ronbo. I love it, baby. I've been on this show with you for years, and we suffered through some hard times, man.
Oh, terribly painful times.
Such a great feeling.
So we deserve this
right now, man. I'm high as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm high as hell. I'm high off this game, man. I don't even touch no drugs. I'm high, baby. I
know
love
what
it.
you're talking about.
49er Nation, man. I love it. This is New York in the house. Staten Island, born and raised. Living in Jersey. Shouting out the 49er Nation. I don't give a fuck. It's West Coast, East Coast. I'm out here in Jersey. All these Giant fans can kiss my ass, baby. Niner Nation. Love you,
We're
Ronbo.
going places, Paulie. We are going places this year. And nobody's going to want to play the 49ers in the first round of the playoffs. No way. Dealing with that defense?
Nobody.
That's ridiculous.
Nope. They scared of us. They scared. I love it.
It's going to get better, too. And that offense is getting polished out before too long, too. Because that's the Kyle Shanahan ran offense. They're not going to tail drag all season long. I'm looking forward to that. So.
Yep. They're going to get it together. They're a little rusty right now. See, that's the thing. We got 6 starters on. We got six starters on injury reserve. Our offense isn't even playing up to par. They're playing shaky. We got receivers dropping balls. We got guys fumbling, and we still 6-0, man. We still 6-0.
And that's the thing. See, that's what happens when you got a great defense. You can make mistakes, and they'll bail you out. I love it.
That's right. That's right. And I love Robert Sella, man. I love Robert Sella over on the sidelines, jumping up and down like a madman, like he's one of the players, man.
He looks
I love
like
Robert
one of them.
Sella, and we got
He's
the
big as they
mastermind
are.
Shanahan. We sky's the limit, man. I was at my son's birthday party today, and all these fathers came over. They got Patriots jerseys on, and I'm just like, listen, man, we got you this year, baby. We got it. We coming.
That's it. That is so it. Paulie, let me see tomorrow night because we're trying to see how many phone calls I get in before I knock off, before I pass
You
out.
got it, Ronbo. You got it. Look, keep doing what you're doing, man. We love you over here. 49 fans,
Thanks,
we love what you
Paulie.
do. Keep doing it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. Hope so, Paulie. Be looking for you. Have a great night.
You got it.
All right.
Yes, sir. You
Bye-bye.
too.
Yeah, so I haven't heard from Paulie in a long time.
And freaking have the little twin. He's like, what? And I think I seen it. I think it was in that other house. It was like in the freaking. It was like in the water heater room.
Hey, Carlos. 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 Well, Carlos.
How's it going?
Carlos, you know how it's going, man. We're doing crazy things here. We have not lost a game this year yet, and we're over a quarter into the season, and we got 6 wins. What is going on? What do you think about this game?
Man, that was nuts. Man, you know what I predicted, right? My score? You remember?
What was your score?
Yeah, 40-0.
Yeah, you had a 0. And you know what? There were a few of you that said they were going to pitch a shutout, but nobody thought the 49ers were only going to score 9 points. Oh, God.
No.
But then we didn't know the weather was going to be like it is either, though. Because I really think
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
49ers
Yeah, you didn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
No,
yeah, I didn't
nobody
know
knew the
either
weather
would
was going to be
raining out
like
there.
that. Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah,
saying, the
that's
same
crazy.
thing. Yeah. So.
That was just a crazy game, man. That was just we all said it, but I just put, it's gonna be a test.
I don't want to
It's
go
gonna
through that
be a
test
for
again.
this team.
No more rain. Too hot. I can, they can deal with that, and you still see football. I don't want to see rain. Not that kind of rain. They're out there playing in a swimming pool. I mean, Nick Bosa enjoyed it. I mean, you see that at the end of the game, Nick is
Yeah,
like
the players
doing
enjoyed it.
body slides. Oh man, that's the field.
It's crazy how they actually. Garoppolo, had only not that much yards. I think he had like 120 something. Was it 100 something?
Yeah, well, I think he got over 100. I think 160 yards. His average this year, 151 yards. He's got no average this year after the first 6 games. He's got no real. I think his biggest game this year has been 200-something yards. But what people need to understand is, Kyle, we run the ball. And until our guys start catching passes and stop missing things, Garoppolo, there's about at least 2 catches a game of about 50 yards worth of catches that are dropped. So actually, he could be around 300, but we got to start catching the ball. Otherwise, yeah.
And other than that, I don't know why they keep on running the ball down the middle. Why don't they try run around it?
In that rain today, you can't run around here. You got to run north-south is the best way. You got to go downhill, especially if you try to cut. Because every time you try to cut, the water's going to take you down. So that was just
with the dwelling that slip. Like trying to run to the side, and he's freaking
George Kittle when he's going for that touchdown.
Yeah, was it? What that was someone else.
That was Kittle.
It was a tight end though. I think he was running I think he had he was a running back for that play.
Yeah, he came around for him.
They handed the ball to him.
Kittle.
Yeah, they handed the ball to him, and he tried to run down to the side, left side. But
he tried to cut back. First, he's running toward the edge,
like that.
And then he tried to cut back in. And as soon as he tried to cut back in, boom, into the mud.
Or his knee gave out or something. Not he just got no traction. But that's crazy though. I hope we don't play some kind of something like that again. It's nuts.
Nah, it's
sucks playing that in that water.
Yeah, they play at home next week. Do we have any more East
I'm
Coast
gonna be
games?
I'm gonna be at that game, Ronbo.
Which one? Panthers?
At the home game.
Yeah. Everybody's going to that game. That's going to be the best one this year. You know what? Because the Rams aren't that good. But the Panthers have been playing very well. Their defense is pretty solid. McCaffrey's doing a great job. This Kelly guy, quarterback, new quarterback, he's not bad. So the 49ers are going to have
Josh Allen?
No, what? No,
Josh
that's not
Allen?
No, that's not the Panthers quarterback. I forgot his name. Anyway, I think it's Kelly. Anyway, he's not bad. But if he's going to be just a pocket quarterback, he's going to be dead meat. Because Carlos, sure. Our guys like for quarterbacks to stand there and try to find people. That's all we want them to do. See what you can find. Boom!
Let's see how quick they can get to this quarterback this next game.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a feeding fest.
Hello, sir.
Woo! Yeah, I'm just excited. That's awesome. Awesome to go 6-0 now.
Yeah. Well, Carlos, hey, I'm gonna get out. Let me see you tomorrow, Carlos, if you get some time. Monday Night Raw, okay?
Oh, for sure, Ronbo. All right, shout out to the Niner Empire.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, Ronbo. You too.
Thanks. Let's go check out Ray. Hey, Ray.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Ray, man. It's just fun to assess it. Ray, what'd you think about this game, man? Because nobody said anything really bad about him or anything good. But where are you at on this game?
You know what I think about the game? And I can tell you why. Because I just left the game.
Ah, you're out there. Okay. You can tell us all about it then. Go ahead.
Yeah, that defense live and up front, man. That defense is a monster.
I mean, they were just too good. I mean, I was just quarterbacks look scared all the time now.
Yeah, they a monster, man. The way you on TV, it look like they have more time than what they do, man. Live and up, man. Keenan had no chance. Even though we didn't really do what we supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? You just do that. Man, they couldn't do nothing. You just had that feeling they can't do nothing.
They couldn't. They didn't score no points. Adrian Peters was out there running around, but not getting anything done. We don't thank Adrian Peters for fumble that ball, though, because the way he carries the ball, he's perfect. I know they talked about it before the game.
Yeah, it was crazy because you would have thought, it was a Niner home game. The Niner fans was out like crazy, yo. We was out.
That is amazing.
We was in front of the stadium. Just wilding, 6-0. We just took over. We took over. It was crazy, yo.
Every stadium's getting like that. Every stadium. And man, we travel really well. I used to think the Cowboys and the Steelers had the most traveling as fans, but the 49ers, man, we got fans all over the country. I mean, they be showing up.
Yeah, they showed up. For real, I want to say 65% of the building today was 49er fans.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was that flooded of Niner fans. Even on the Redskins, even when you look around the crowd, it was Niner fans all over the place. It was crazy, like I said. But the defense, crazy. Julian Taylor and Armstead, they was doing their thing today. I mean, everybody was. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, up front, it's crazy. You could tell, though, as far as the offense goes, you could tell, Cal is working Jimmy through the process. That's why I keep telling people, be patient with Jimmy. Give Jimmy till week 11. Week 11, I think Jimmy is going to be ready.
And you're right.
To take it on to the next level passing-wise. You can't judge him game to game. It's just that, like I said before, it's a quarterback-driven league. So if the quarterback don't look good, then the rest of the team isn't good. And that's just the biggest mistake the league is making with this team because this defense is that malicious, dominant, and aggressive.
Mm. And Jimmy's having his rookie year. He's not put a season together yet. He missed last year, which he really needed to get Kyle Shanahan's system really down pat. Now he's getting his reps. And like you're saying, maybe week 10, look out then. But his receivers have got to get on point. Stop missing the ball. Stop making mistakes on your routes. Do it right. Because Jimmy G runs out of options out there too often, I'm noticing.
No, you're right. Like you said, he hasn't even played 16 games as a 49er. So to look at him to say what type of quarterback is he, he's still under the process. It isn't like he has his Michael Thomas like Drew Brees has. He doesn't have his Julian Edelman like, saying, Brady has. He has to go through the process with the receiver. We know Kittle's the guy. We already know that. But once we get that receiver to where it make the corners or makes the defense have to possibly double, that offense is going to go to another level. But in the meantime, Jimmy and Cal has to learn who are the receivers. That's why it kind of mind boggles me when it comes to Kendrick Bourne, because when Kendrick Bourne was playing with Jimmy, they had a crazy connection. I don't understand why they don't play him more. In my opinion,
yeah, he does. He likes Kendrick for certain situations, but he doesn't want to make him the dude. I've noticed that. So we'll, let Kendrick keep his role because he does real well with it. And I think Debo maybe it's not now. He's not ready. He's got a lot to learn. He could be the guy.
Right.
And Jalen Hurd, I know that dude's got some juice. So we're gonna see.
Right. Right.
Well,
but treat yourself to see the night is live, though. Just treat yourself to go see the boys, because they crazy, man.
I can see that. All right, man. Let me see tomorrow night on Raw if you get a chance, huh?
No doubt. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm on my way to the MGM Grand anyway, brother.
There you go. All right. Night. Oh, God. That's it. As you'll get. Hey, Bill. Yo, Bill. Bill, you there? Hello, Bill.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. All right, Bill. What is it about this game, huh? People got so many mixed emotions about this game. It was just awful to watch, but there was so much more that we could take away from this game than just that terrible appearance. Bill?
Okay, can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Pretty much, I was kind of worried, but like you said, the weather was a factor in that game. And like I said, I put it like this: I was on the farm. My boss was a Rams fan. I was energetic. I did what I was supposed to, and I got canned because they won.
Nah, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. So that's why I'm back on. It's cool.
He's that bitter that he fired you?
He's that bitter. Yeah, a lot of the Rams fans are bitter.
Oh.
They're bitter right now. And like I said, we should. I mean, it's what I'm about to say we should get A, B, just for a distraction and stuff like that. I'm happy they won, and I'll be more on it tomorrow. You kind of got me. I'm kind of leaving somewhere right now. What time are you guys going to be starting tomorrow?
Going to start around between 6 and 7. I always try to, for sure. It won't be after 7, so it'll be 6:30.
Okay. I'll be on tomorrow.
All right.
And the weather was kind of nasty, what I saw. But it's a good game.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and I'll see y'all tomorrow, and you guys have a good day.
All right. And tell your boss to go to hell for all us 49er fans.
Already pretty much dead.
Good job.
Otherwise, I yelled Niners.
There you go.
All right.
All right, fam.
You
See you tomorrow, man. All right,
Bye.
you too. And let's say hello to Justin. Hey, Justin.
What a sloppy game, man. What a sloppy.
I know. That was not. It wasn't fun to watch, but you could get a lot from watching that and watching the 49ers as they continue to evolve their personality. It's just really wow.
I'm at my new job, right? We got this TV, right? I'm looking at some on lunch. I'm like, okay, we should score now. Drops back, interception. I'm like, oh my God. Listen, Pettis doesn't even make an effort to catch the damn ball, okay? That's how ticked I was, okay? I saw the damn replay. That guy could have jumped a little bit higher, man.
And then if you're not going to if you got no chance, play defense just for a second, It's like Kendrick made a mistake. There's some little things that Wes Welker is falling down on. Both our coaches. When Kendrick didn't run through, okay, that ball is going to be put into a spot. Kendrick, you got to run through it. It almost got picked off by Washington because Jimmy's throwing on a timing count. 3, 2, 1. And he's supposed to make his cut, right? Kendrick, don't stop. he made some great plays today, so I can't get mad at him. But that was one play that I'm thinking, guys, there's some fundamentals that we got to really polish and get down. So, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was just sloppy all around. Defense, yeah, the defense stepped up, but man, that running game should have not. That running game sometimes, man, that should have shut that down right away. You know, they let them gain too much momentum.
You know, there's a lot of noise going on there, Justin.
Oh, I'm outside. I just got off of work. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. I can hear you clearly now. It's better. All right. Go ahead. What else?
Okay.
Yeah. You know what you want to do? Justin, don't let the wind turn your back into the wind so it doesn't run into your microphone because it just blows air. All we can hear is just loud blowing like a hurricane.
Oh, all right. Let me get in my car. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay.
And by the way, while Justin's getting his car, while Justin's getting his car, it's 20-13. Ravens are still holding Russell down.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I feel like the defense, they played good, but they let the Washington Redskins get the momentum, which they didn't need. So I feel like
once or twice.
But I feel like they stepped up at the end when Nick Bosa got that sack at the end to close out the game. But still, this game should have not been that close. This game should have not been that close. This game should have been blown out of the water. Okay.
Justin, they didn't score any points. It was us that couldn't score. The defense did their job. They didn't allow nothing. Well, the guy missed the field goal, but still, they shut him out.
I know, but I'm saying this game should have not been that close, like 9-0. It should have been like a little bit more points, on both sides of the ball, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it felt like it was too close. The game, that game should have never been that close. I understand that Washington, you can't kind of like a not good team, but it still felt like sloppy play, and they underestimated the Washington Redskins this game. We can't do it against Carolina. Yes, I really do.
But
I
remember,
really do.
had the weather been, I think, had it not been so much water out there, I think they would have scored at least a couple more touchdowns. We saw George Kittle fall down on a touchdown. We saw Kendrick Bourne fall down on a touchdown. I think that game would have been different under better conditions. But you're not going to always get good conditions. It is football. It's not NBA. It's not baseball. The weather will not stop the game. So you're right. They got to do better.
Yeah, they got to be better because, once we go, if we go postseason, man, the weather, man, in December,
it ain't so
nice.
Not always good. Especially that time of year.
It ain't so nice. It's not so sunny, man. It's cold, It's like, it's not so nice, man. So that's why we got to be stepped up, If I'm Robert Sella or if I'm Wes Walker, I'm practicing in like we're in the rain, like every day. You know what I mean? Like, make sure that ball's wet, practice because it was just sloppy today. Sloppy. It was like we were not prepared for the rain, man. And that should not be.
49ers need to get a facility over in Half Moon Bay where it's usually raining and have a workout over there.
Hey, they should. They should at this point. But, a win's a win. And Robert Sella, he stepped up again. Robert Sella, MVP of the game. That's all I got to say. He stepped up again. He stepped up again. So, and that BS roughing the passer by Solomon Thomas call, that was baloney.
Oh, wasn't that awful?
He hit him on. He didn't even hit him on. He hit him on the chest. That chest. Like, I was like, what?
Well, you know what? It was a timing thing. I think the ref is trying to say that the ball was already gone and you got no business tackling him. Well, you know what? There was a split second between when he got rid of that ball and when Solomon was already in pursuit. And I think when you're that close, it should be a momentum thing. How's he going to put the brakes on about a split second away from making that hit? He can't do it. So,
call. And if he gets fined for this, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be mad.
I can't imagine
he
doing
better
that.
not get fined. I don't want him getting fined for this because that was a baloney call. I should have never been called.
And they can appeal it. Made an appeal it. Justin, we're going to go. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, and
On
and
to
go ahead.
Carolina. On to Carolina now. On to Carolina now.
On to Carolina's right next week. Boy, I can't
Oh
wait.
yeah.
All right.
Well, you know
dry
who we get back
conditions.
though? Bailey and Witherspoon is coming back for the Panthers game, so that should help us out a lot.
Maybe. I hope Stady does, because I know Stady's scheduled back for the Cardinals game, but if he comes back next week, that'd be awesome. Oh, good. All right.
We need it.
Yeah. But he's done a pretty good job. Brunskill did a fairly good job. All right.
Fairly
All right,
good,
Justin.
but, yeah.
Have a great night, fam.
All right. Have a good
All right.
have a good day, y'all.
You too. All right. Ah, yes, fam. We've been together for a long time, haven't we? Time for me to go pass out and take my afternoon snooze. Fam, you're 6-0. Now you can start singing. Ooh la la. Ooh la 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 la. Fam, please hit that like, and I'll see you tomorrow night on Raw. Niner!